Welcome to the OSG Gang's live stream, where you can expect live, simple, garage talk. Today's special guest is Hey, what's up, guys? So we have with us today none other than Greg Jones and Mr. Walt No-No. One is known by CoupeFrostBite. The other one is known as SN95 Power. Both are legendaries throughout the community. So,
you're too kind.
So much respect to them both. So,
amen. I agree.
And you know the co-host. His name's Rick, and my name is James Brown, aka OG. So here we go. Let's do this thing. So what's up, fellas?
Nothing much. A good evening. That's all. Being here with you guys.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys could spare the time.
So. Yeah, man, I'm honored to have to be on, and huge shout out to my man Greg sporting the SN95 Power merch. Man, dude, you had that thing since Mustang Week. What year was that?
2021, right?
2021. Yeah, man.
Yeah, long time. I keep all my stash. You know what I mean? I got some other shirts I keep. So I was like, man, the legend is coming on, so I got to support, show what he's doing.
I can dig it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I always say this. Every crew has to have a good hype man. You know what I'm saying? If your crew does not have a good hype man, then you need to find another crew.
Yeah, true that. True
Listen, that. We if you see what's behind you, we don't have to do no hyping. So
yeah, I hear you. No, I mean I got the Black Widow sitting behind me. So you guys have names for your vehicles?
Well,
I know yours is CoupFrostBite.
I'm saying Walt.
Gosh, what is I don't even have a name for my vehicle now. It's so funny because in the house, my wife gives names to every car, and I've never came up with a name for this vehicle. It's never really thought about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I just popped up with that one from, I don't know. I was watching something and I hadn't figured a name out, and it was Frostbite and I was like, okay, I could run with that. And then, everybody added Coupe to it. So I just left it, so I just stuck with it.
Well, that's a great combination, CoupeFrostBite for sure.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, all white and blue. I figured that's the best you're gonna come up with for that hot rod.
Yeah, that blue interior, man, that's truly one of a kind for sure.
Yeah. I just wanted something different, something that I guess you can't call it subtle anymore, but I'm just saying I just wanted something blue that was. So I looked inside. There's a place close to me, and they sell Maseratis and McLarens and all that. And inside the showroom, they had a car. And I opened the door. When I opened the door, I was like, that's it. Like, I couldn't ask for anything. The first thing I did was pull everything out and start making the changes. And as of now, nobody's actually seen it. Maybe, I think, Walt, maybe Billy, and I think that's about it. It's on you seeing it on the IG or something. It doesn't give it justice, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure.
Yeah, man, he's being too humble right now.
But it's amazing. Let me there, so.
let me be his hype man real quick because he's underselling this car.
All right, go ahead, Walt.
The build that my man put together on this car has got like a lot of original ideas. Like, ain't nobody got out here. I mean, maybe there's nothing new under the sun, but he was the first one out here on social media to put them door handles out there.
That's true.
The gas cap.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't seen that one on the Foxbody yet. Love it or hate it, my man's rocking them 20s with that those flying saucers for disc brakes up front and in the rear.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we got to call Men in Black or something when he drive that car. Them flying saucers going around.
Here we go. Listen, when you do it yourself, you don't think about it like that, right? Until you take it somewhere, you see what what you're competing against, like who you're coming. But there's a lot of tough cars right now. I mean,
that's right.
Yeah,
there's some competitors coming out the woodwork right now. So
right.
Every time you elevate and you look online, there's somebody trying to notch you one up, and it's like, oh man, I got to go do something else. So
yeah, for sure.
that's about it. You know, just
So
try
give
to
us the breakdown about your car.
say that again.
So give us the breakdown about your car. You know, the specs of it and things of that nature.
Yeah, so it's a 1990. What I did, when we were together, Walt, we were at Mustang Week.
Uh-huh.
I think, right? Yeah, it was kind of. So I've always owned Fox bodies all my life, and when I was there, I was trying to talk to some of the guys, and because I was there with my convertible 99. You know, if you don't want a Fox body dudes didn't want to talk to you. So I was like,
Which one won best in class? New Edge at that time. Don't go ahead and undersell it, man. Go ahead and talk.
My bad. Yeah, so we did win the class. We won the Excellence Award. We won 99 to 04 Best Mustang. So, you know, we were all right. So I tried to communicate with a few of the Fox body guys, and they were blowing me off. I was like, okay, I'm going to go home, and I'm going to find me a Fox body, and I'm going to come back and join the gang. But I didn't intend to just join. I intend to knock it down. So, but you know, so she's doing her thing. So right now it's a 90 Fox body. It has a 04 motor in it. It has ported heads, turbo cams, Holley high ram, custom built, custom made by us. It has 15-inch brakes on the front. We're putting 15s on the back. Can dig it door handles, custom gas cap. It's got a 21-inch dash in it, split screen.
21-inch dash.
Yeah, so we run the Holley on one side, and you can watch YouTube or whatever on the other side. So
that's incredible.
It's almost the same as the S650 dash. So
how did you make that dash? Is it like two different iPads or four different iPads?
It's one custom dash. I called, you know, as everybody else. I had to make a few phone calls. And I acquired the dash as a prototype. So right now it's running I Bluetooth it from the Holley Terminator. So that's how you're able to do a Terminator setup on the screen. So, but yeah, there's a few other little things I have on my sleeve, but I'm keeping them until Foxtoberfest.
So did you sit down and actually just like plan all this out and like design it all out? Or
it just comes to me, man. It's just one of those things where Walt probably had the same, you know, I bounce every idea off of him, right? So I call him, I say, hey man, what about this? And I get a few yays and a few nays, but it's all worked out, right? Everything turned out like it is, but I had no plan. The car was supposed to just be a great Fox body to drive and not, you know, not be a show car like that, but it just turned out like that.
You fell down that rabbit hole deep.
Deep.
Yeah, I know that.
Let me put my hype man hat on real tight.
Oh,
real quick.
Okay, all right, hype it up, bro. Let's go.
He's underselling it again because you got to realize where that car came from. That car, when I first saw that car, it was just a shell on wheels. There was nothing in that car. No dash, no seats, no nothing. I mean, when I say that car was gutted, it was gutted. And he took it from nothing to the award-winning car, what it is right now. So
literally from nothing. It was
literally
just
from nothing.
Shell.
Yeah. I didn't have anything. I took the doors off. I think the only thing left in it was the dyno mat that was on the floor. It didn't have anything. Wow. No brakes, no nothing. It was just a shell. But I didn't start out. I didn't want it to be. I didn't know what I was going to build. It just started, and as I went, it just kept coming to me. Kept making changes. Kept doing this, and it just happened. We built that car probably 9 months, 8 months from ground up.
Wow.
Wait a minute. From nothing to that in 8 months?
8 months. The 9th month, I went to Florida NMRA and won Best of Show in 9 months.
You definitely earned it. That's for sure. In 8 months, you did all that?
Yeah, no sleep. And, you know, with help, I had the help of my guys at the shop. Walt helped me tune. I can always count on him. He always come through when I need him. Like out of all times, I'm not electrical like the Terminator bug digging in. I'll call Walt, click this, click that, click that, click that, and it'll start running. And then he flew in to help me finish up. So he's been the biggest help for me. Like that's my go-to.
Well, I know who to call them in mine. I know who to call. It ain't Ghostbusters, it's Walt. No.
That's right. Listen, if you need anything, I'm telling you, if you need something that's you got to figure out, I always give him a call. He's my first call. Before I call Holly, I call Walt.
Well, you know what, Walt? That's saying something, bro. That's really saying something.
Hey, man.
Holly put you on hold for a minute, you know.
Listen, Holly did that to me for, man, what, 4 months, 5 months? I kept giving him a call. So I was having problems with the Terminator, brand new out the box, put it in, wouldn't start. I did everything that was supposed to be done, right? And I could never get it started. It would just turn over. I wouldn't have anything. So I thought it was me, and maybe I did something bad. So what I did, the crazy part, I went and bought another Terminator and then put it in. It had the same thing, right? So I called Holly, and they put me on hold. I sent them files. I probably talked to 5 or 7 different, 5 to 10, probably 5, 10 different guys. Nobody could get it figured out. And then, you know,
That's
I
crazy.
kept calling Walt. We kept figuring it out, and now it's running.
Wow.
Oh man, I forgot all about that story. I remember. I remember being in the car and we sitting on a hold.
Yeah.
I don't remember what we found out, but like we were waiting on hold and figured out what it was.
Yeah.
While we were
Sorry,
waiting.
That was my question.
Yeah, I thought it was me. I said, man, I put in Terminators all the time, and they normally start up on the first try.
So what was the issue?
I don't remember.
It was a cam. So Holly knew 4.6 setups, their cam and crank correlation, the setup where they have it, you have to change the parameters somehow in the computer, and they couldn't figure it out. And I'm like, it's your stuff, you know. So what's the problem?
You probably sat on hold for how long? An hour or more, probably.
Hours.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I even shipped the first one back. They okayed it that it was fine. Then I went and bought another wire harness. So I had a new computer, a new wire harness. Then I just went and bought a whole new Terminator, and I had the same problems. And I had 4 or 5 grounds. I had 2 brand new batteries, 2, big 1,000 cranking at batteries. I had everything. Still wouldn't start.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Well, you spent some money then. My goodness.
Hey, my wife is around, but
all those long hours and sleepless nights. I was gonna say, man, I had to be mad at you, man.
Yeah. Well, the car's in the garage, so she can come out and yell at me, and it's time to shut it down. Sometimes I leave the tools where they are, turn the lights off, and go in the house. But so it's been a good car. I mean, I drive mine all the time. Like, I don't own anything that I won't drive, right?
Yeah.
So if I have something, it's never gonna be a garage car for me. Walt knows.
Yeah.
I put miles on my stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you said it took you 8 months. Right?
Yeah.
Just
9
to
months
get to that point.
Yeah. So 9 months so when we took it to Florida, and you don't know what you're up against competition wise, because it's my first build. It was like my first, I don't say major, Mustang Week was one of those, but it turned out to be, you see what your competition is like, and then you know where you stack up. You know what I mean? So once I was there, then we left and went to, I think it was Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. Yep.
Yeah, we won in Detroit, best modified 87.93. Then we won best modified in Foxtoberfest 87.93. So, but the competition is, I think, sometimes I don't know. I know the car is nice. I'm not gonna say it like that, but the competition is always nice. Like, you got B Notch and you got Ken and you got War Admiral and you got all those guys, and you're just stacking your car against those builds, and those cars are amazing, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To watch those guys. There's new cars coming out. I think ATL. What's his name?
Yeah, ATL Mustangs. Yeah.
Yeah. Art has a piece of art coming. Like there's some.
Okay.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. How long do you stay on top of the game? Is the next week. So
yeah. Well, I mean, if you got deep pockets, you can stay up there as long as you want, right?
Yeah, my pockets got a hole in them right now, so. So yeah, but that's about it, man. I don't think I want to do any more changes to it. I just want to leave it the way it is at this moment. I mean, the motor is probably a decent Easy 1,000 horsepower, easy. Right now running, I did get a 1,200 cc injectors. The turbo now I have a 78, 75. It's going to be on 24 pounds of boost, maybe 30.
Really?
You know, yeah.
Good Lord.
So I redid the whole motor. It's a 11.8 to 1, right? New rods, new pistons, crank. Like I said, the ported heads, cam. So she'll take what she needs.
Right on.
Yeah.
I love to see like a dyno shootout between CoupeFrostBite and KSD Notch. You know, with his new
Man,
setup.
I think Ken got me, man. I think Ken's got that monster over there. I'm hanging on by a thread with those guys.
Here you go, being humble again.
Walk out that big monster over there too. You got to watch out. He's sneaky. Tell him about that hood and see what's under there.
I was watching.
Man, I'm not about that life. I'm just out here driving my car. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. So I think the only other change, and I may do this, I don't know if it's going to be before. I think I am going to put a 10R80 in it. Walt and I talk about it, whether I was going to R80 or 10. So I've been looking. I was actually going to do an 8 HP, but when you look at it, it's probably 10 grand to get it in the car. You know what I mean?
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a $2,000 or $3,000 plate. Then you got to get the computer, you got to get the converter, and then drive shaft, and all, you know what I mean. So it's a lot to go with.
It's not like old school like T5s there, James.
What?
Right.
Oh yeah, I get it.
These
when I was young,
transmissions got brains.
I think when I was young, I probably went through about 10 or 15 T5s, and it was always that third gear. I was like, man.
Yeah, that third gear is always the one.
Oh, third, that's right.
Yeah.
Always
when you see a guy granny shifting third right now, respect him. Don't talk bad about him. He'll drive forever.
I get it. Yeah. Well, my plan is to go with a TKX, you know, so
yeah,
I know it's it's the next step up for me, you know, so and that's all good. You know, I'll get my money's worth out of it.
The only reason why I want to go with the automatic is just for I want to do a lot of traveling with it. You know what I mean? And nothing wrong with the stick. All my other cars have been sticks. And I'm like, my last car was a 19 grand sport automatic. Best car, one of the best cars I own. I enjoyed that car more than anything. And not shifting, not just get in, turn the AC on, go with
and just cruise.
Especially if you're in town or something, like traffic lights and all that.
Yeah.
you got a heavy clutch, man. You wear your leg out.
Right. And that's the thing.
All shaking like this, you know.
Right. That tremble. Everybody knows about that leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And mine's on the steering wheel. I'm 6'2", so I'm like pretty cramped up.
Yeah, and you got your girl with you and your legs all shaking, you know, you're like
right. You get out the car and say,
what's wrong with you, baby? You all right?
If you get out the car, she goes, "You okay?" You'd be like, "Just give me a minute. Let me get myself together."
Just give me a minute, right?
Yeah. So that's about it, man. I think that'll be my only change than anything. But I am planning on selling it after Foxtoberfest.
Wow.
Do you have a dollar amount in mind?
He gonna let me put it on layaway, so
in the grand scheme of things, I see cars out there that are pretty stock with Audi swaps and decent stuff going for 65-ish, 70. I think my car with the way it is, I would think it's an $85,000 car.
I can see that.
Everything's
one of a kind. Somebody will want that.
Yeah, and it's the car you can get in and drive. It has the matter of fact, I have the AC hidden under the dash, so that's why my firewall is so clean. The AC is still under the dash. It has heat, AC. It's got a 4,500 watt stereo. It has 12 speakers in it.
Wow.
I just added a DSP to the stereo. It's incredible. Like I've never heard. I don't go to stereo competitions, but I've never heard anything like it. You know what I mean?
So is there a good balance between like all your mids, your highs, and your bass?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't like just a solid bass. Walt knows that thing sounds like a concert inside. When you're inside, it just sounds like you're in a symphony hall.
Okay,
so
that's what.
And that was before the digital processor. So I can only imagine how it sounds now with the digital processor.
Yeah, man, it's incredible, man. Yeah. So that's it. You just make it a driver. no trail. You know, I trail it to the long shows just because, you know, you don't want to break down in the middle somewhere. But now with the mod motor, different from having a 302 or 331 with a big old cam in it, you know, always some issues, but it's still the pleasant, you know, the best thing to drive is I think eventually this is going to have to return back to the stockish cars because it's out of control right now. I mean, these cars probably, some of these guys probably got $200,000, $300,000.
Oh yeah.
Body, right?
Dang.
Yeah. Like, where are you going with this? Like, where's the next thing for it?
Right.
And saying somebody builds that and it's fresh for, you know, it's fresh for life, right?
Yeah.
But someone else has got to build in progress, and there's going to be new and fresher. And so, you know, there's always going to be someone up in the game, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like that with everything, you know, every hobby.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
All the ones I've had anyway.
Yeah.
You know, the crazy thing is people are getting priced out of Foxbody. So that's why the fourth gen community is getting so popular right now. Is because, you know, the Fox tax is what I like to call it. Like, you get a Foxbody, you got to pay that tax.
I like that.
The Fox tax. I get it, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got in it when I did.
Before, I paid $2,500 for my car, right? When I picked it up, the guy said it wouldn't start. He wanted 45 or something for it. And I said, hey, if I buy a car for 45 and it don't run, I said, I'm kind of, you know, I'm stuck, right? So I paid $2,500 for it. I took it home. It had AFR heads on it. It had the roller rockers. It had a Victor Jr. intake with a Brawler carburetor. It had all the floor was Dynamat. The suspension was, I don't know, it's way aftermarket on the control arms. And if the guy didn't know anything he had, he just bought the car. And I was just lucky to find that car, man. And it had some goodies on it you know, I kept some of them, but you know, having that much on a car and not knowing for $2,500, you know, now you go find a Foxbody.
Did he get that car from someone else, or did he put those?
Yeah, he was actually a young guy, and he said, I can't get it started. I'm going back to school. I don't have the cash. I thought I was going to have this as a driver. His mom came in to drive. This is the funny part. His mom, he was wanting to negotiate a little bit more. He was like, I need 35. And his mom said, how much money did he offer you? And I think he said 25 or something. She said, you had that in cash? I said, yes. She said, take that money. Let's go buy a car. You know,
so that's how you got to deal with moms took over.
Yeah, that's right.
She wanted to have something reliable. You know what I mean? So I don't know who would have thought a Foxbody was reliable to drive back and forth to college, or if it wasn't going to get stolen on campus. You know?
Right.
So, but yeah, there's some crazy stories with cars nowadays. For
real. So, what do you guys think about the what's his name? The guy with the big wheels, Donk
Master.
Yeah, Donk Master. Yeah. So I guess he's in the Foxbody game now, according to Ken. So
it's good for the culture. It's really good for the culture.
Yeah,
I do too. I think it's great. Bring it on. Bring it on.
You think about it, right? It's a full tube chassis car, and most of those cars are mini tubbed or whatever anyway. So just think if you went and found a guy that had one slammed down and he's drag racing, you take it, put some big wheels and tires. It's a Foxbody still, whether it's a big wheel Foxbody or a regular wheel Foxbody, right? I mean, he just added 20 whatever forwards to the front and whatever to the back, and, you know, so you're pretty much in the same boat. It's not, you know, it's not revolutionary, but it is because nobody's running 24s. I mean, you know, I think
just think of all the hate you got from putting 20s on the Foxbody,
bro. They're
coming after him. They're coming after him.
But just think, right? So this was funny. This is another funny story. When I was in the NMRA in Florida at the race. This guy walks up to me. He said, "Man, I want to apologize to you." And I go, "For what?" And I didn't know this guy. He's from Florida. I think there's a group of Mustangs in Florida. He said, "I told my brother when I get to this car show, when I see those wheels, they're gonna look hideous on that car." And he came up to me. He was like, "Bro, that's the best thing you could have done, and I love it." And he said, "I'm apologizing to you, and I didn't tell it to you." So, you know, it nobody wanted 20s on a Foxbody. I mean, now everybody's got 19s or 20s. So it's just
at the very
changing.
least 18s, right? At the very least.
Oh, listen, you don't know how many times I heard it, even in some podcasters that has channels, they were roasting on a sneak. Like, like they're not.
Yeah, on the low. Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't put anything bigger than an 18. I was like, what? Are you talking about me?
You're like, oh no. Oh
So,
no, you're not.
Yeah. But
But
now
it's cool. Like, people have their own personal preference, and
correct.
Exactly.
Right,
if you want to stay in the small wheel lane, then good for you. But
Yeah,
if a
no
person
doubt.
is building it to what they want, then let them enjoy what they want. You can have an opinion on it.
Walt got some of
no
that
doubt.
heat.
I respect it,
Walt caught some of that heat with them 20s on that car.
Yeah, but you know what? People were putting 20s on New Edge, just like yourself. You had 20s on the New Edge.
Right.
It wasn't uncommon to have 20s on a New Edge. It was kind of uncommon to have 20s on the 94 through 98s.
Yeah.
And so your tire profile, like Greg, it makes a huge difference on how that car is going to look with these 20s. Like you can't go with a real big tire profile. I have a 30 series tire, and I think it looks great. If I was to go like a 35, it wouldn't look right.
Yeah.
40 look like I have a damn dune buggy or something like that.
Yeah, true.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So what's your next move, OG?
My next move is, man, just to put it together, bro. As soon as I'm done tearing it down,
That process is slower, I'll tell you that.
Man, that's the slowest process of the breakdown to turning the key again.
Yeah, and I think that for me, it's like, the car was so clean, and it's like a very low mile Foxbody. I think it has like 36,000 miles on it. And those are original miles, and so tearing down something that clean just to build it back up, I had to kind of like make sense of it to myself. You know what I mean? And so I've been kind of struggling with that. My wife's been struggling with it. She's like, why don't you just leave it running? I'm just like, baby, you're supposed to support her, brother, but she's been very supportive, I couldn't do it without her, so it's all good.
Yeah, thank God for those spouses that support,
Amen to that. Amen to that.
My wife, she's, married into this life. And so she's pretty much taken it in and really inspired me to get to where I'm at right now. So, like you say, we couldn't do it without these special women in our lives.
Yeah. So my next move is I'm going with a 363 stroker and TKX transmission, so, and then I have the Holly Terminator X. That's why I'll be calling Walt to help me with that. But,
so you buying a short block, or are you just buying the rotating assembly?
I'm actually going to be buying the long block, and then it's through Ford Strokers.
Oh, Woody, yeah, Woody's the guy, man. Woody's local out here to me, so just get a little backstory. Before this Coyote swap, I had a Turbo 302. And, speaking about my wife, when we first got married, they kind of got permission to do a build. And originally it was, either I'm going to build a small block Ford or I'm going to do a Coyote swap. I ended up doing a small block Ford because my dad was a small block Ford guy. And so I came up with an idea. I'm like, okay, well, I know I want to turbo the car. So I had to get an aftermarket block. I went with a Boss 302 block. And I wanted to keep it a stock bore and a stock stroke. So whenever I sold it, I knew it'd be marketable to more people. Because if you bore it out to a 4.125, it's only going to be available for people who wants to do like a 331, 347, 363.
Right.
So I kept it small bore. And so the first person I reached out to was Woody, because I heard everybody talk about four strokers. And so Woody was like my go-to guy as far as my clearances and everything I needed information-wise to assemble it myself. Mm-hmm. I've always assembled stuff with my dad. So this was the first project that I did without my dad. So, I'm like, all right, well, I want to make sure I get this right. So yeah, Woody was my go-to guy. I used to talk to Woody like once a week on assembling this motor and getting specs and learning how to use a dial bore gauge and, stand away from plastic gauge. Plastic gauge is the devil.
That's right.
Yeah, I can dig it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna be in good hands with Woody.
Nice.
Well, that's
That's
good.
what I've been hearing, you know.
363 is a
I'm
monster.
checking on the dog. Be right back.
Okay.
All right, Rick. Sounds good, bro.
She got
Yeah.
out a few days ago. Hold on.
Yeah,
Oh,
363
you can
is a
look.
monster,
You can look
man.
at my little wheels.
Oh yeah.
But you got a classic Mustang. That's different.
You know the crazy when I hear, I think someone in the chat text that they're 17 only, and it's respect for anything. I love the stock, whatever size they are, and for me, my brakes are 15-inch, 15.2 on the front, and with the caliper on it, is you can't run anything less. You know what I mean? So you gotta. There's a give take for one or the other, right? You have that much horsepower. I can't be running around on a 10-inch rotor, you know. So I got 6 pistons up front, which are massive, and now I have 6 pistons in the back, you know. So
good God,
the back is kind of for show, but there, you know, you'll definitely stop. But that's what, you know, that's what it's about, you know.
Well, you better wear your seatbelt as soon as you stop, because man, it's gonna throw you right through the windshield.
Yeah. So those are the good things about, you know, having, like, if you've driven a Foxbody and you get into a car that got some amazing brakes, you never want to go back, right?
I know that's right.
You know, so if you have 1,000 horsepower Foxbody and you got those little single pistons up front, man, it's crazy.
Well, they suck.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
So here's a good question right here. It says the question about big wheels is how do you get it to steer with anything bigger than an 18?
You want to take that first, Walt, or?
It steers like you had 18s on it. I mean, honestly, if you're running like a 8, I think I have a 9-inch, a 20 by 9 in the front, and my turning radius is a little bit tighter, and majority of that is because of my inner splash shield. But you know, if you're not rocking the inner splash shield, as long as you don't have really anything in the way, you know, you're gonna be able to make your turns.
Yeah. So 8, you look at it, 8.5 is an 8.5, right? Your turning is the same. You just got to have the right offset. I don't even notice the difference between my stock Foxbody that I purchased in 1988 or the one I have now. It's just having the right offset, the right wheels.
Yeah. One thing I can say is if I try to lock the wheel full lock on my 20, I'll rub. But I never have to really lock that wheel in a situation like that anyway.
Yeah, if you have to lock it, you're doing one of those Mustang car show sign flip overs. If you haven't locked that tight, you got problems.
Right.
So, but yeah, so that's about it, man. And you know, I love the way the industry is going with the cars, the builds, and I'm like watching the SN95 New Edge generation come in, right? Because you can't go get a Foxbody for whatever reason for under. I mean, you can get one that's probably having problems, maybe not running whatever, and they still want 7,000, 75. That leaves you no money to anything to work. So I can go get a clean New Edge for that price and a driver, you know?
Yeah.
So, and you got a lot of a New Edge is more comfortable. Like SN, the New Edge area is more comfortable. They're getting more options. You got the, like Walt's car, you know, you got the Coyote swap. You can run the big wheels and tires and brake. You know, I say big wheels, but for us it's normal. But you know, and the combination is amazing. Like, I mean, I don't know if you ever saw his videos of that car. That car is incredible, right?
Yeah.
And imagine you could build Walt, not in a comparison, only because of the Foxbody tax. You could probably build a competitive New Edge, right? Probably for half the price of a Foxbody.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Because a lot of the parts that people put on these Foxes are from that generation Mustang anyway. Correct. So you're already starting with the platform that has all the parts you need, pretty much.
Correct. Nobody's charging you $500 for spindles.
Yeah.
You already have them. You know what I mean? And then and again, the ride quality is a lot better in the New Edge than the Foxbody, you know.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think the length of the car, maybe the I don't know how much, maybe a couple hundred more pounds weight, and I think the travel on the shocks might be a little bit better. I'm not 100% sure, but I know.
And they did a lot of noise reductions with that car, with engineering stuff too, and that in itself really smooths out that generation.
Yeah, it's not a night and day, but it's different when you get in one.
It's a night and day.
I've driven them. Yeah, it's a night and day thing for sure.
They're pleasant. They're pleasant to get in, right?
They are pleasant. Yeah.
It's just like the Terminators and the Mach 1s in that generation. I mean, they're pleasant to drive.
Yeah.
You know? Not that a Foxbody is not, but if you, I probably have a couple 100 pounds of sound deadener in my car from the firewall back inside the door to get it quiet. You know what I mean? So that was the main goal, is to get it quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
But
well, that's a good segue over to put the spotlight on Mr. Walt No-No, who said earlier on IG that he was surrounded by Foxbody guys. He need help.
Man, I need help. Where y'all at? Where y'all at in the comments? Like, come save me.
Man, you don't catch me here, bro.
Listen, he represent that group well. You hear me out?
Yep.
When we go to these next shows and it's 90 that year of car, we don't see who's in the king of the because he's up there. Yeah. So
hey, like I said, every group needs a hype man. So
I'm yours at this point. I'm yours at this point.
All right. So tell us about your SN95 back there.
Man, gosh, this car has some history with me. My dad helped me get this car brand new in '95. It started off as it started off as a V6 Mustang, and had some issues with the cylinder head. Ended up destroying the motor, plus doing stupid stuff racing. And the first swap I ever did was a carbureted 302. We pulled the motor out of a Mark 7, slapped like an Elderbrock Performer intake on it. Aluminum World product senior heads, a 650 Demon carburetor. What else you have in it? That E303 cam. And that was my first motor swap, and drove that for a while, and it just had horrible drivability. And so I wanted to switch over to an EFI setup. And now, mind you, this is in the '90s, and throwing a carburetor swap is a carburetor swap, right? Mechanical fuel pump, carburetor intake, easy. But you're talking about the '90s, and it wasn't a lot of information out here on these EFI swaps. So my first attempt, I bought a '96 Cobra, and I tried to transplant in this car. I couldn't get it started. I say, couldn't get it started. And you got to remember, like back then, it wasn't a lot of information out there. So
that's true.
Now I'm knowing better. I just didn't have anything to like turn off the PATs, because I used the stock '96 Cobra computer, and all that stuff is tied into the passive anti-theft system.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then I got another motor. I got a Mark 8 4-valve motor. I used the Ron Francis wiring kit, because I called myself being smart this time. And the '97 Mark was a '93 Mark 8 did not have a PATS anti-theft system. So the only thing I needed was just the ECU and wiring. So that was my first successful EFI swap on this car. Ran that for a while, kind of fell out of love with that. I did a Eaton swap. And what I did was I went to the junkyard, got another Mark 7 aluminum block, a test kit block.
Okay.
I bought manly rods, pistons, basically the 03 Cobra rods and pistons. And this is the one mistake that I did. And this is, you live and you learn. And so I found a 8-bolt crank off of I can't think what it's SVT Performance, or one of the forums back in the day.
Right.
And the guy told me, it was cut 10,000s and all that. So I just installed it, never checked it. And and about a month or two later, I started having oil pressure issues, and then shortly after that, I threw a ride. So that was like a very, very expensive mistake.
Yeah.
And
like
then
you said, live and learn.
Live and learn, man. Is there certain parts I won't buy used anymore? Like any wearable parts, like hard parts, like engine
Yeah.
stuff. I don't even take the risk. It's not even worth it.
Same.
And so
Yeah.
I end up selling that whole setup. I had the O3 Cobra supercharger set up on it up top. It was, aluminum block, forged bottom end. I don't know how much money I threw into that thing, and it ruined it. It was a very expensive lesson. And so after that, I fast forward to my experience with Woody. And so when I knew that I wanted to build a small block Ford, reached out to Woody, told him what I had, told him what I was going to do. And he recommended, the crank, the pistons and the rods. I assembled it. I had an on-3 turbo kit. First started off, it was a 70 millimeter. It was great. Successful build. I ran the stock ECU. Shout out to what's that guy's name? EFI Dyno Tuning. This guy named Decipher. You might know him. I know a lot of Foxbody guys still use him to tune their cars.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, 94, 95, they got this CBASGA strategy, and it's real hard to tune. There's not a lot of people that like to tune that. And so I use this. I tried using this dude called Dirty Racing. He was a bum. Screwed me over. And then my guy Decipher came through and saved me because I had the car totally assembled. It would start, but I had some issue where the car just ran like crap. And I remember telling Decipher, my ignition setup, and he was like, "Oh man, your problem is that MSD distributor." He was like, "Just right off the bat, just get rid of that. It's a piece of junk."
Yeah.
Sure enough, I found the OEM replacement 95 distributor, put that bad boy in, and it ran smooth.
Okay.
And he was my primary tuner on that car. He taught me a lot on tuning. And yeah, I ran that turbo kit for maybe 5 years. The first 3 years, trouble-free with that turbo kit. And then, the headaches started happening where every weekend, Greg could tell you, I would call him, man, I blew a gasket. My head was like glowing, all kind of problems.
Oh my God.
And I dealt with that for 2 years. And I spent so much time working on this car, trying to fix this car and not having enough time enjoying the car. And so I just made a decision. I remember talking to Greg because at first I was like, man, that high rop supercharger setup came out. And Greg, he was going crazy about that, right?
Yeah. Because that was going to be both our next move until we saw that price.
Until we saw that price. Yeah.
Uh-oh. What was the price?
$12,000.
Too much.
$12,000.
$12,000.
What do you think they got?
Like, man, we both were like, that's our next move. It's out. We watched all the videos. We were back and forth every day. Okay, let's check it out. And then you have to buy the supercharger. Then you got to buy the accessory kit. Then and I was like, okay, we had 9-ish. Then it was something else you had to buy that made it 12.
And he made it 12 because you had to run that front accessory. You had to run that front accessory drive.
Yeah.
They had a lot of proprietary stuff on there that you had to use in order to run that kit. But
and that was by design, obviously.
That was obviously.
Yeah.
But to this day, at all the shows I've been to, I've yet to see anybody with that supercharger. And that's what me and Greg was talking about. Like, man, if we can get that, you're not going to see anybody else with that setup. And it was such a clean setup, but it was just way too much money.
Because we started talking about, once we saw the price, we started going back and forth about a Coyote swap for him. I already had the mod motor, right? So I felt like, I'm not going to get a Coyote if I got a mod motor already.
Right.
And then Walt was like, I was like, man, you can do a Coyote swap for that price. And then it just kept coming back and forth. Okay. And then one day he was like, I called this guy. He's got a motor. I'm going to get it. I was like, okay. He called me. Oh, I got the motor. I was like, okay, Coyote swap it is, And
the thing that really sold me on the Coyote swap is when I found out people could put the Predator supercharger on these Coyote motors.
That is right.
Because it's a VMP 2650?
Correct.
So you buy that brand new, they're what, $10,000?
Yeah.
You can find these Predator superchargers for $1,500, cheapest $1,500. I paid $2,000, $2,200 for mine.
Yeah.
So I got a modern supercharger on my Coyote, which I got a junkyard Coyote motor for $1,400, and a Predator supercharger, and this thing easily could make 1,000 horsepower if I wanted it to.
No doubt.
And just imagine that. I wound up with when I picked up my motor, I paid $250 for the long block. You know what I mean? Rods, pistons, crank, bored over, and I think I was probably 5,000 in. Now it's 1,000, capable of 1,000 plus, So I could have did a Coyote swap, but again, I already have a mod motor. It may not make as much power as a Coyote, but it's reliable, right? My 302, not that we had a lot of problems with it, but it was she was temperamental.
You got 302 problems. That's all.
Yeah,
It's that's it. Well,
that's the Foxbody life, right?
Yeah.
So,
the crazy part is everything on my car was brand new right out the box. I'm talking about only thing I kept was the rear end, the shell, but everything else was brand new, from the headlights to the taillights, everything in between, the wire harness, everything was done. And I called Walt one day. I think I said, man, I'm driving the car and there's no oil pressure. I mean, I probably had 40 miles, 50 miles. Come to find out one of the sensors went bad.
Yeah.
But I'm driving on the highway and I'm like nervous. I'm like, man, I'm getting ready to kill. It's a turbo car. I'm riding a turbo car with no oil pressure. It's like,
what?
I get home, I ordered a new sensor, plugged it in. That was the problem. But, again, we're talking a brand new car, brand new parts, brand new everything.
Yeah.
And I'm nervous, but,
it happens.
Yeah, it does, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It seems like it only happens in Foxbody.
Yeah.
All right. Bama's got a question here. He says, have you had any problems with your swap? Either of you had any problems with your swaps?
With my current setup, no. I mean, funny story. So I'm running a I'm running a 4i70W on this Coyote swap. The reason why I did a 4i70W because I built my last 4i70W, and it was more capable of handling anything I threw at it with this Coyote swap. But there's a couple of extra parts that I wanted to go on it just to make sure I can rev the piss out of it. So I added a Sonex Ford direct drum. And so I got this built transmission. I put it in this car, and I'm in the process of tuning it, and I'm driving it. I'm hearing this rattling noise, and I'm like, I know I'm not got a rod knock. And so I'm spending all this time trying to diagnose it, tuning and whatever. And then I kind of separate the noise behind the block. So I'm like, oh man, it's this damn transmission, man. I paid this man to put this part in this transmission and it's broke. That's why I do stuff myself. I don't trust anybody. So I take the transmission out. I bought a stock replacement transmission. I put that transmission in, the damn noise comes back again.
I remember
I'm sick to my stomach. Sick to my stomach.
You talk about self-defeated. Oh my goodness.
Well, it was a noise, yeah.
I'm about to pull the motor out because I'm thinking it's something to do with the motor, and I just so happened to shake the H pipe. It's a damn BBK catted H pipe, and the catalytic, brand new, the catalytic material in the H pipe was rattling the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember that. Oh, it was like a brand new pipe.
Yeah, I spent all that time and energy,
and all that
was
work.
nothing but all that work, and it was just an H pipe that whole time.
And now he got the monster transmission probably sitting around behind him somewhere out of the car because he thought it was that.
Yeah, I haven't put the transmission back in yet. I'm gonna do that over the winter though.
Yeah,
no doubt.
But yeah, I haven't had any issues with my swap. It was pretty straightforward. Just get a K member out of, a K member that accept the mounting brackets for the motor mounts. Everything bolted right back up in the stock location. But I didn't have any header issues because I run a turbo setup, so everything's in the front. So it was only thing I can't run, or I have to get adapters, is the sway bar. So I don't have a sway bar on the front, but I have the brackets. I just haven't put it on.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to put an SN95 sway bar.
SN95 sway bar, you say?
Yep.
Right on. Keith from K Design says, time to punch the cats out and make them hollow.
Man, it's so funny because this car is such a cruiser to me right now. Like, I don't even care about having stock cats now, because I do have a stock Mustang H pipe, so it has the 4 cats catted, and I can. The great thing about this car is I can get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, start it up, and I don't have to worry about shaking the house like I did with my old 302. I don't have to worry about my neighbors, so I can get up and drive this car anytime I want to.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I run MagnaFlow, so
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I have a stock. Well, I have the turbo 3-inch all the way out, and it duals out to 3-inch. But I run MagnaFlow, so my car is quiet, real quiet.
Okay, so
yeah, that turbo cuts a lot of that noise too.
Yeah, no doubt.
It you know, the problem with the turbo, before I put the turbo on, I had the cams in it. Man, it sounds amazing with the cams. Like, it's like, oh man, I don't want to do without. I put the turbo on there. I was like, oh, that's got to come out. I was like, no. I was like, it went from a lion to a kitten. I was like, oh my.
A lion to a kitten.
Man,
Wow.
it purrs right now. Before it was talking trash.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh my God, killing me here. But you know, it keeps it quiet. Like you say, you live in certain areas, you can't, you know. So the funny story about that, I was on vacation. Well, I was out of town working, and my wife runs into one of the neighbors, and apparently there's a loud car going by, a Mustang, whatever. I'm out of town now. This lady, my wife is talking to, she go, I think your husband is coming home.
Somebody got a reputation.
Yeah. I was like, damn. So that's why I have to keep it quiet, man. Just keep the neighbors off my back.
No, I hear you.
You know, I'm actually contradicting myself because it's so funny because we have a 02 GT and that thing is no cats, and I think it's got like boiler. And it's so funny, like even my youngest son Bryson knows when I'm in the subdivision.
I know that's right.
Cars do some talking, man. There's some cars, like we were at Mustang Week, and we were right next to a parking deck, and it had to be 20 County Mustangs over there. And I think we were all headed to the show. It had to be about 7 o'clock in the morning. Can you imagine 20 Counties that's in a parking deck with a top on it? Man,
one is loud enough.
Bro, they was cranking up right behind each other. And I was like, okay, maybe did anybody think this through? Like we should have parking deck with some Coyotes, but you know, that's the only. I don't think I could own one, but I can't have it that loud.
Man, I want to do hood rat stuff. One day I want to own like the loudest, stupidest. I want to do hood rat stuff one day.
You're probably gonna move out the neighborhood when you do that, because you
absolutely.
They're gonna make sure he's gonna move out. So
yeah, man, I want something so loud and obnoxious one day that can't do it now.
So Menace is asking Walt, what type of ECM are you running?
I'm running Holley Terminator X Max, and in my opinion, it's the best ECU that you can use for a Coyote swap. And the reason why I say that is there's so much information on tuning these Coyotes. Now, granted, a lot of that is LS stuff, but it's pretty much the same principle when it comes to tuning. So if you have problems with anything you have on this Holley Terminator X, just go online. It's the information is there. With HP tuners or, control pack or whatever like that, it's not that much information as opposed to the Holley stuff. Then as far as finding a tuner for Holley, there's LS shops all around you, And
the good thing the good thing about the Holley too is that when I have problems, I just call Walt and he could log into my Holley while he's in home or whatever, and he could tune it or find what's going on in my car.
Oh, the remote tuning. Okay.
Yeah. So a lot of times if I can't figure something out, he'll just look into the system and see what's going on. And it's a lot easier than, if you had a Ford pack or whatever, you had to have some familiarity with it, or you had to have somebody who knows, like, where do you take it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, that's the problem is, when you use the Ford ECU, it's so many like layers and layers and layers of stuff that that's tied to everything, these scalars and functions and tables. But the Holley is about, to really tune your car, maybe 3 or 4 tables that you really have to mess with. Of course you have to change like certain baseline parameters, but once you get those baseline parameters where you're at, it's only like 2 or 3 tables that you got to really mess around with.
Yeah, right. That's the crazy part. I caught myself looking online. It was my fault. I don't dig too deep in the electronic part. So I'm online. I caught myself going to do some tuning. Car wouldn't start. I was like, man. I said, I'm going to have to call him back. I called him. He logged in it, put a few things back. It started right up. I was like, okay, I'm staying out of this part of this car. I just don't know. I just don't have that feel about something on the I'm not comfortable with it yet. Like I work on anything else, but when it comes to the tuning on the Holly, knowing that's probably my third or fourth car with a Holly that I should know better or do better. I guess if Walt turned me down one of these days and say, no, you do it yourself, then I'll probably
You'll have to learn then.
Walt be like, I'm through with you, Greg. Don't call me no more.
The Holly question, no. So yeah, so I gotta learn. I'm learning as he's doing it. Like I'll watch him go. Watching him go through the system. I'm looking at what he's doing, trying to figure it out. So I'm gonna get better at it. But the Holly is very simple. Like on the 302, it's fire right up.
And but the Holly comes with like a little bass tune, right, to get you started.
Correct.
Is that right?
Correct. It's supposed to, like on the mod motor, the 4.6, it didn't work, right? So you got to figure it out. At that point, you got to start looking for the crank signal and the like. Man, I depinned that whole harness one time and repinned it because I thought I did something wrong, but it wasn't. It just didn't. It was in something in the software. So everything gonna have a problem. Once you figure it out, then it's a lot simpler, like a carburetor or whatever. You figure it out, then you know what's the next move on it. So I wouldn't go back to anything other than the Holly.
Yeah, same here.
Stuff out there, but the Holly is the man right now.
And so, Walt, what made you get out of the Foxbody game, so to speak?
Man, yeah, my first car was the '84 Fox. My second car was the '86 GT. I tried to buy a '87 hatchback, and the deal fell through. And my dad was just like, "Hey, let's just go to this Ford dealer and see what they got up here." And we got up to the Ford dealer, and they had this car. And even though it's a V6, my dad was just telling me, "Hey, man, you can get this, and it'll be something that you won't have to touch for the next 5-6 years."
His dad saved him, kept him out of that Foxbody money pit. That's one of them learning lessons. His dad probably like, this is a money pit. Let's get him out of this. Because you look at yours in the back. Mine's in the garage on jack stands. His Mustang looked like it's ready to roll, but most of the time you're at a parts store, Summit, Jag, somebody.
Yeah,
they got all
every little thing.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The greatest feeling for me this year is I really haven't had to touch this car. I had a valve cover leak. Ken sold me his old valve covers from his 5.2 motor because he's got the Holly stuff. That was like the one major thing that I had to do to this car this year. It was the valve covers, and outside of that, I drive this car every day, and I beat the snot out of it. I'm starting to throw a little bit more time at it because I feel a little bit more comfortable. I'm still not throwing a lot of time at it. I'm only at like 14 degrees total, which is really nothing for these cars. I'm on E70 right now. It's got a flex fuel sensor. That's the other thing about the control packs. I think there's a way that you can run E85, but with these Hollys, all thing I do is put a flex fuel sensor in there, a Continental flex fuel sensor, and you're good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
really, just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Wow.
You just got to make a table for it, and
it's pretty simple to install. Just a few wires. It plugged right into the line. So I just put mine on. That's why I went to the bigger injectors because I'm gonna have it just on the E85. I mean, I'll have it flex, but mainly E85.
Yeah, when I say there's like 100 videos out there to do it, there's 100 videos out there to do it. That's what I'm saying. It's so much information out here with the Holly setup. It's the greatest probably investment that I did outside that Predator supercharger.
Right on. And so, what's your main reason for jumping away from like the small block Ford thing? Was it reliability, or?
If I'm being honest with you, it was just for views. I think I ran I ran my course with the turbo small block Ford stuff, and at that time, Coyote swaps were still hot, and I wanted to get my hands in that pot. And then when I got that Predator supercharger, there wasn't really a lot of people out there who even knew about that you could put a Predator supercharger on a Coyote. And so, that combination, I'm just like, yeah, let me just jump in this Coyote bucket before it gets oversaturated.
Right.
Yeah. And for me, it was I don't have the Coyote, but the baby Coyote, I would call it, the mod motor. It was the reliability. like just be able to get in it and go, right? Just
turn the key and roll off.
Yeah. And not like with my small block, I drove it all the time, but did I want to drive it from Atlanta to Florida? No. But with this mod motor, I feel like I could just get in it and just, if I want to head to 4-hour trip, 6-hour trip, I'm not worried about, my header, like Walt said, your header's glowing or the distributor giving out on you. Not saying that it doesn't happen on the other swaps, but when you're on the Foxbody, the coil, the distributor,
TFI.
Yeah. So that was it. It wasn't mainly for the power or anything, because you could build power on anything, you know what I mean? But you just imagine you can make with a Coyote 1,000 horsepower with stock cams. So you can, my son has a F-150 2021 with a Whipple on it. And I drive his truck, and it's like, man, this thing is a 4,000, 5,000 pound missile. You know what I mean? And you getting 20 miles to, maybe if your foot is not in it, maybe 16, 17 miles to a gallon. I think it's a 700 horsepower tune. I mean, how are you going to beat that? Right? Just imagine riding around a 700 horsepower 302. What size cam you got? What size fuel injectors are, stuff like you have. What's your gas mileage, So, those are the small things. When you're younger, I didn't mind a big cam. I didn't mind it being rowdy, but I'm older now. I need less cam, more power.
Older.
Yeah. I'm too old to be crawling on a car every weekend or every other day for a repair.
Yeah.
And we're not saying that these small block Fords can't be reliable, but when you start pushing the envelope of power adders and big cams and stuff like that, you're just decreasing the reliability. You're increasing the maintenance that you got to do with these cars. Yeah, if you just did a NA, 363 like you're doing or something like that, probably the worst thing you might have to do is deal with the rocker noises. But you'll fine tune that out. And then once you do that, then it's just enjoying it.
Yeah, because I think when I did OG talk earlier, and he was telling me he was going a 363 naturally aspirated. I think that's probably the best way to go on a if you get a 500 horsepower Foxbody, I mean, you got a monster. Like, you don't need 1,000 horsepower. Like, who needs that? Like, if you're driving around on 20-inch tires and regular streets, like, you don't have a chance. Like, what are you going to do? You can't put the power down.
No.
A 350 horsepower Foxbody is a handful.
I know. Yeah.
And just imagine how many Mustangs you see. They're all stock Coyotes or whatever. That's crashing crowd killers out there.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Just imagine if they had 1,000 horsepower. What's the double of that?
Exactly.
So it's just, I think the reliability. But if I had to do it all over again, like I was telling you, OG, I think I would do the 460 small block and keep it naturally aspirated. I wouldn't do it with a power adder.
Okay. Yeah. I know, like, for me, I was counting the cost, and I was thinking about, Coyote swap versus what I'm doing now, and so I could have went the Coyote swap route and probably saved some money, actually. You know what I mean? So, but it's just not my thing right now.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Man O' War block too, so I can throw a power out at that, have me like 1,000 horsepower and I'll be good,
Yeah.
So,
what heads are you going to use?
I'm sorry.
What heads are you going with?
The Twisted Wedge 11R heads.
The 205s, 190s.
The 205s, the big ones. So.
Yeah.
That's a menace.
Yeah. Would he talk you into that? Because I know he puts those, like, that's all he talks about.
Yeah, he did suggest it, subliminally, right? So, okay. Big one.
I believe in those 11Rs. I saw a guy.
Man, they the truth.
And he has
what I'm hearing.
And he has a stock short block, and he has a big Torino or something like that. And he's running like low 11s with just a stock block. And that car's got to weigh 40-some hundred pounds. Really? And that thing picked the wheels up. Oh, yeah. I was a firm believer in 11Rs after that.
Okay. Man, I think we're old enough, Greg. We can remember when them Twisted Wedges came out back in the day and how they dominated in the street. Right. Like, you had Twisted Wedges in the cam, man, you was killing people.
Exactly.
Listen, I got a friend who right now has the original Ford high ports.
Dang.
And he's been
Are you
holding
serious?
on. Yeah, he's been holding on to him for he hasn't built the car or anything. He has that.
He's sitting on some money right there. So
yeah, he has the original. You ever seen a Hartman box?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
The red box.
Yeah, he has that. And we purchased our cars at the same time. He has an original. It's I don't know if you ever see him at the shows. It's like a pale gray. It's almost like primer. You ever seen one of those?
It's that special kind of clay looking gray, right?
I've seen one maybe other at a car show in my lifetime. He purchased his brand new. We used to clown him about having a primer car. Like, why would you go buy a car that's primered? And his car has probably 40,000 miles. It looked brand new. When I tell you it's pristine, I've never seen a car that clean that's probably other than sitting in a showroom somewhere.
Serious. Wow.
Yeah. I'll probably have you talk to him one of these days, but great guy. Car is amazing. And, you rarely find cars like that, No
doubt.
He has some goodies. He has some goodies stashed away.
Oh, is that the Nardo gray you're talking about?
Yeah.
But it's not listed. No, it's not listed as a Nardo gray. It was 1987 or 88. I purchased my new Foxbody was in 1988. So I think his is an 87 or 88. He's original owner. I mean, we picked him up around the same time at the dealer. I think he was a few days before me or after. And he still has his, which is, I tell you, it's incredible. That car is incredible, clean, immaculate. Wow. Yeah.
So you guys been on the slide talking about age. How old are you guys?
Man, we ain't got to talk about that, man. I'm acting like the women right now. You ask a woman her
age. No way. Give me a break.
Bro,
29.
I'm older than probably everybody in this chat.
No, you ain't.
Maybe. Close. I'm 59. I'm 59.
No. You 59. I'm 57. So
that's it. I got everybody. Walt is the baby of the bunch.
I'm the baby bunch. I'm the
yeah.
I'm the 80s kid.
Fastest car and he's the baby.
The fastest car. What video game are you talking about?
No wonder he likes them SNs. He's so young.
Yeah. That's it. Just imagine. I think we're all in the Foxbody because of our age, right? My first car to buy when I was probably 18, 19, maybe, was my first car was a Foxbody. So, I probably had maybe 10 or 12 in between, but I've had a Foxbody since I was 18. Like I've had one every year in my life, maybe except 2 I didn't, but I've owned a Foxbody.
Yeah, I think for me, you're right, because I can remember falling in love with the Celine S281. It was like a 97, and I never forget the poster. It was like a white Celine, and it was parked next to a graffiti wall. And when I saw that car, I'm like, man, that's it. That's like the best car I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was telling Walt, I think that my dream car was my white convertible, and the reason why it was a 99. I was working at the University of Florida, and I was walking the campus doing something, and I heard this car crank up, and I was like, oh, I'm looking around, I can't find it. It was a professor. He was a car guy, and I see this white Saline. I think it was a 97-ish, maybe somewhere in there. And here goes this white Saline with white wheels. And that's why I had all my cars are white with white wheels, pretty much, that I built. But after that, I was hooked. New edge for life. I just like white cars with white wheels, but that car made me love white cars with white wheels. That was it. But I couldn't afford one, so I had to build it,
Right. So
that's just how I got into the car game. But I used to race in New York all the time. I used to be on the BQE. Man, I stayed in so much trouble when I was younger.
You ain't got to tell me. I get it. I was there. I've been in a lot of trouble from racing.
Yeah. So. When you lived in Jersey, I lived in Jersey, but when you lived up there, it was like we raced the weekends. It was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? We raced Friday night, Saturday night, and if you knew you had to do whatever, you get Sunday afternoon was it. Like after that, you have a 13. Back then, I was running 1360s, and I was like the king in my neighborhood.
Tearing people up.
Man, I would pull up on anybody with and one day I was coming home. I didn't know cars like that. I knew cars, but not like that. So there was a Chevy truck. You can probably see them now, the SS. They're probably in the 80s, and they got SS on the back corner.
Yep.
So this guy had, and this one you're learning like mistakes. He had a rat, and then he had a mouse or something on the side. And I was like, what is he talking about? So I pull up on him, and I was like, I'm all cocky at 1360s, like I'll knock the world down. And he had the dust coming out of the mouse nose or the ears, which back then,
wow.
Oh no.
Bro, he walked away from me like I was sitting still. And when he slowed down, I almost put on brakes because I didn't want to get close to him. That's when I knew 13s is nothing, So come to find out, I knew what that meant. He had a big block in there with that rat on it. I was like, yeah, I was embarrassed. That was the first heartbreak I ever had in my life, racing cars. He embarrassed. When I tell you he walked off from me, we're running probably 60 miles an hour. And when he hit it, I don't know. I was like, okay, is that a spaceship? Like, what is going on right here? So, when you find out that little 235 or whatever Foxbody came with, he probably had double that. Yeah.
Is that 225, they said,
Yeah. If you got lucky, you might have 226. But yeah, that's about it, man.
Yeah, I know for me, man, my most embarrassing moment, at the time, I was actually driving, I think it was a Acura or something like that. This is back in, I don't know, let's say 85.
Yeah.
Or something. No, I take that back. Like 89, right? So up here, our main freeway has 3 lanes, south, 3 lanes north, right? So me and this Acura, we're racing. It's like, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, right? We're flying. I'm doing like 118. I'm flying, and me and this thing, we're going. On my right side, I hear this rumble. Oh, and I'm like, okay. So I look over to my right, and bro, there's this old dude driving one of them old Cobra 2-seaters with the 427 Cobra Jet.
Yeah.
He's right next to us, man. He just rolled up on us like he was cruising, right? And so next thing I know, he waves at us and then hits it.
Who gave y'all the wave?
And just left us like we were still at the stoplight. I was like, ain't no way. I just got off the gas and I was like, okay, I'm done.
They don't weigh anything, man.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing something.
Anything.
That thing probably 2,600 pounds with a motor.
Yeah, 20. Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was my first experience with just having my doors just blown off.
Everybody has that experience, man. Don't feel bad. And you know what? Now, remember you said that was an old dude. We the old dudes now doing it to the young
blowing their doors off, teaching them a lesson.
Right. Yeah. Because they're driving the little, not saying they're not fast, but this guy just to run up on me with the Subarus and the little Hondas.
Yeah.
I know they're fast, but I'm like, I don't race everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, it's nowadays it's the kids with the stock Coyotes.
Yeah.
They think they're doing something. They are.
Yeah.
So.
But
I love run up on the wrong person.
Yeah.
Don't forget about all the Chargers.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Everywhere here, man.
Listen, I live in Atlanta, and I used to call Walt, and I used to drive home, and they would come out of nowhere, like all the Scat Packs and the Hellcats used to just come flying out of nowhere. And before you look around, you could hear them, and you look around, it's like 5 or 6 of them. They're just on you, like rah rah. And I'm like, man, would y'all go somewhere? At that time, I had a 2-valve, and I didn't have anything done to it, so they were just wearing me out. And I was like, man, I'm gonna stop all this mess. And that's when I put the turbo on the Fox. I was like, man, I'm gonna stop all this. And then once I put the turbo on, I couldn't find anybody that would run up on. But I had one SS Camaro run up on me. He pulls up next to me. So at that time, I didn't have the car tuned, but I downshift, and the turbo kicks in. And I didn't think he could hear it, right? So he rolls the window down, and he looks at me. He goes, "Is that turbocharged?" And I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, hell no." And he drives off. I wouldn't have beat him anyway. I wasn't tuned, so I was just making noise, And he was like,
Wow.
"Is that turbocharged?" I was like, "Yes." He was like, "Oh, hell no." And he just like drove off. I was like, "Okay." The Intimidator.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Intimidator.
Hey, at
Right
least
on.
he's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
know.
shut it down, and the RPMs went up, and it started
Man.
singing.
Listen, that thing was singing. That turbo was talking, and I was going, if he mashed the gas, I'm gonna let him go because I don't want to blow my stuff up. You know what I mean? But he gave up. He gave up. He thought Mike Tyson had showed up or something. He's just like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, like he said, Intimidator, man.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So
what about you, Walt? You got any crazy race stories?
Oh man, I'm 2-0, and I retired after that.
You're like, I ain't tearing up my stuff. I'm good.
Yeah.
Same here.
Man, so the only other car and that I had that scared me and I wasn't racing was my Viper. So I'm going down the highway. This Hellcat rolls up on me. We're running, I'm cruising 65 the speed limit. I'm just chilling. And, I was like, I'm going to try him. I haven't tried this thing out. I roll up. He rolls up. I can hear him downshifting. I can hear that thing, the little supercharger whining. I give it gas, and I'm on the way. So I'm pulling on him, and I'm thinking he should be pulling on me. But I look back, and all I see is 2 black streaks. And when I shift, there's 2 more black streaks. And I'm like, okay, this is not supposed to be happening. And I never raced that car after that. Like, I never would get on that car. I used to tell people, and hear me out, I've owned a lot of fast cars, but that Viper would kill you. That Viper it was a 2001. It's trying
to kill you.
Bro, I think I told Walt, I said, it's like going to the zoo and opening the gorilla cage and jump on his back. That's what it's like driving a Viper. So don't let nobody fool you about all these other cars. A Viper is a death trap.
I can believe it. Yeah.
But don't weigh much with 10 cylinders.
Bro, I don't think I would ever. I love that car, but I don't think I would ever own another one. The Vet was my best. The 2019 Grand Sport was probably the most subtle you can get on it. I never turned the traction control off. Whatever it was doing. What would you suggest? What would you be saying? What was the best out of that?
Dang, that Viper, man, it was something special. I mean, I was scared. I was scared of that car. And I just drove it around for 5 minutes, and it scared the mess out of me.
Yeah,
because it had so much lower end torque.
Yeah.
And it just felt uncontrollable.
Yeah.
The only thing that was saving you was your pedal modulation. That was the only thing saving you in that car.
Yeah.
So when he came in, I was like, man, take this thing out for a ride and tell me what you think. I wasn't going to tell him what it was doing or how it was doing, because you got 500 horsepower at 1,000 RPMs or better. And then you got 500 horsepower at 35 to 65, somewhere in there. So you're never out of something, right? You're always in a power band or you're always in a torque band. And that thing will throw you for a loop. I was like, I got to get rid of this thing. So, yeah, but Fox bodies are the same. Fox bodies is a short wheelbase with all that power. It's crazy, So what do
you guys think is driving the Fox body prices up so high?
Wow.
It don't take but one sale of a like the guy recently sold the County Swap Fox. I can't think of it. It was a pretty car. I think he sold it for like 65, and then the guy sold the 80 something for 77,000. You get 1 or 2 sales, and it moves the needle, and that's pretty much what it is. And then people just driving up the cost. Like, there's no reason you can't go buy a $7,500 running Fox body. They're old. I mean, the wire harness in them all brittle. Nothing works in them right. And now you charging me $10,000 for a $2,500 car? And get out of here.
I've seen some rollers going for $6,000-$7,000, and they're just rollers.
Yeah. And that's the crazy part. Like I said, once they start driving up the price, it's not like it's coming down. So that's why we were talking earlier about if a kid is wanting to get into, not saying the Fox body game, you could put them in an SN and spend about $4,500-$5,500 on a runner, and 75 to 85. Like, you can get an 01 Cobra for probably like 12,000.
Yeah, and that's reasonable for a Cobra.
Yeah. So just think about that. Why would I spend all that money in a Fox body for a roller when I could go buy a running SN or platform.
So do you expect the SNs to take off as well?
I think they're coming.
It's already taking off. They're already
I
taking
agree.
off.
Yeah.
If you look at the
I see that.
market, you used to be able to find SNs for $2,000, like Greg was saying. Those days are gone. Those $2,000 cars are like $5,000 and $6,000 cars now.
Yeah.
But the good thing about that is when you find a $5,000 Foxbody, it's a roller. When you find a $5,000 SN, it's a driver, right?
It's still a driver though. Yeah, you're right.
So,
but it's definitely the market is going up significantly, and it's just people are getting priced out those Foxbodies. And
what is that company?
Then you have younger. You said what?
What's that company that's making the $250,000 Foxbodies?
That's the one that made the chassis, right?
Yeah, but I think they're selling spots for 250,000 plus Foxbodies. Like
you get basically a brand new Foxbody, but I ain't
still,
paying $250,000 for no Foxbody.
But if I can afford
that's like a NASCAR chassis and shit,
but just think about it, right?
Not a Foxbody no more.
You can go buy one of the most outrageous cars on the planet, a ZR1X for $250,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
It runs 230 miles an hour. It's the best road course car. It owns every track that it goes to. But I'm gonna buy a Foxbody. Nah, I'm a Foxbody guy.
I don't think so.
Don't get me wrong.
Absolutely, yeah.
But
me too. But I ain't spending $250,000 on it.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's all about
got divorced and paying child support. I'm good. I'm too old for that
statement.
Hey guys, I gotta hop off. So I appreciate this invite.
I appreciate you, Walt.
Yeah, I love this. This is really nice. I have to do this again one more time.
Now I can talk about it when he leaves. No, but
hey, I appreciate y'all having me on.
I appreciate you, Walt. You take care. You're welcome back anytime, brother.
Thank you, Walt.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate you.
But
all right, Greg.
So I think
there were three.
The game is the game is expensive, man. Now, I mean, everything is. I think when I bought my first Terminator Dash, it was $800. Now there's $1,600. Turbo kits went from, you can get an on3 turbo kit back in the day for what, $1,100, if that.
Yeah.
Now they're $2,100, $2,200 in there, and then it's just part of what it is. The game, people playing it, people in it.
It is a game.
The economy and a lot of shipping has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Talking about aluminum and it's not getting better.
Yeah.
And
then
go ahead.
And the quality is good, but the quality is one thing getting worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And when you see things before, if it was welded, the welds were nice. Now you look at the welds, you're like, what is this mess? You know what I mean? The quality is like, I think, what is that? There was a company called Hanlon
Motorsport.
No, there was a company that Hellion kits.
Oh yeah, Hellion.
They're amazing kits, but they were out of our price range, so that's why we had to stick with the on3s, and you had to weld the manifolds 3 or 4 times. There was so many things you had to do, but it was in your price range because they were $55,000-$6,000 back, 10 years ago. That's still a lot of money now, for a turbo kit, but they're great quality.
Yeah, for
sure. The quality was superior, but when you start now building cars, you have to go where you can afford it.
Right.
So,
and a lot of time you'll get like a used kit or something from someone.
Correct.
It's like, I can't afford it. I wasn't looking, but for $400, hell yes.
Yeah. Get you a welder from Harbor Freight and go to town.
That's it.
Amen.
Start practicing.
right down the road from me.
Yeah, and she's ugly, but she on the hole.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they got to look pretty.
Yeah. So when you think you're gonna have yours back together?
Me? It's probably gonna be a solid year, perhaps. So I have a question for you. So what wiring harness would you recommend? Like should I use my stock wiring harness, or should I go a auto wire, or
are you running a stock system now? Are you gonna run the stock? What are you running for a fuel injection?
I'm running the Terminator X is what I'm going to be running. So
yeah. So at that point, to keep it financially, in check, is to just run the Holley system and leave your regular harness alone. I wouldn't bother. I have the stock harness in my car. All the other components they're running through the stock harness.
Right.
Because I didn't feel no need to rip it out.
Well, mine's out. So
yeah, but it's still, if you run a Ron, who's making those harness? Ron Francis. You can do a Ron Francis harness.
Auto Wire. Yeah.
Correct. Those are a few companies out there. If you need to change it, I didn't think I needed to change it. I didn't have any problems, so I didn't bother with it. And I had mine down to the shell too. I just didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think I need to, because it's a low mile harness basically. So
yeah, so even if they're low, and I tell people a lot of times, even if they're low miles, and the wires still get brittle. Like the fog light wire harness is always burned or brittle. So those are the small things you got to watch out for. But it's just a 30-some-year-old harness. I mean,
it just gets old.
Yeah. So if you want to keep the car, if you're doing a longevity build, I would change the harness. Right? If you say, hey, I'm gonna keep this car for whatever, you have it open, you have it apart, get the harness, put it in wise down, and go from there. But if you're planning on just like, hey, I'll keep it for a few years and do something else, why spend? Because the labor to put a harness in is crazy.
I can only imagine. Yeah.
It's crazy. So, if you put in the work and you got plans to keep it, then it's cool. Yeah.
And so I was going to ask you too. So now you're strictly DIY. You do all your own work, right? All of it.
Correct. The only thing I didn't do this time was I never built a high horsepower motor, right? So what I did, I took the short block to a local shop. This guy's amazing. It's Bishop Machine Shop. And he's local to me. And he was recommended to me. And when I went to his shop, he had about 8 Coyotes on the ground that he was rebuilding for another company and a bunch of LS motors. And he did me a great, like my motor, I have not had any issues with any motor he's ever built for me.
Oh, cool.
So I just knew the car was going to be capable of 8, 9, 1,000 horsepower. And I didn't have the confidence the tolerance and all that to check everything. So I just let somebody do it this time. That's the first time I ever let anybody do outside.
Okay.
Engine wise, or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So then, if there was someone like new to the Foxbody game, what would be the first mods that you would recommend that they do to their car?
Man, when you start getting into this, if you got a stockish car, gears would be one of the exhaust gears. I normally going from 308s or somewhere to 373s is like a night and day difference, So you would like to put something that's more, give you those RPMs, make you feel like you got something extra, and then exhaust. And then once you get past that, sometime now that we know about a lot of things, I wouldn't put something on that's going to give me 10 horsepower. Like I'm not.
Yeah. What's the point?
Yeah. I would just save up and do a head swap or, something like that. Because before you buy a $200 cold air kit, you buy the K&N filter for another $79 or whatever, and just save your money. And if you're going to add power, if you just want sound, put some Flow Masters or off-road exhaust or Magna Flows, and then just enjoy the car. Because it's a point where your point of diminishing returns, right? So you spend $2,000 or $3,000 and you got 40 horsepower. Like, was it worth it? Or should I just save the $2,000 and put heads on it and get 50, 70 horsepower?
Exactly.
So those are my, to the new gen guys, just put exhaust and some gears and enjoy it. And then once you crest that threshold of, I want to put $2,000 or $3,000, then you start looking at heads and intake. That's where your biggest gain is going to come from on the Fox.
True that. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So tell us about your business that you have.
Well, right now we're selling, we sell everything pretty much. Foxbody or New Edge. We sell motors. We're partnering with a lot of companies right now. My son is probably going to start doing most of the business to take over because, I'm getting to the point where I don't mind being in it, but being in it so long, I need a break some of these times because I do a lot of work for, the company we do mainly a lot of work for one of the largest used car companies in the world. So we deal with a couple thousand cars a year, repairing, fixing, and taking care of that customer. So after doing so many cars, you just don't want to, stay around, like you want a break. I hadn't had a vacation probably in, man, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
So it's been
and
crazy.
The name of the company is Gears Auto Works, right? And you guys are one of my sponsors, which I truly appreciate,
Correct.
So
yeah, so we're get into the game of the parts business has been challenging, finding manufacturers, finding people that you have a vision for something and trying to get them to create it, right? It don't always work. And then you got to try to do some in-house, and it's just getting to a point where I think I'm gonna stick with the mainstream parts right now, and I'll do the fabrication and all that when I can find vendors. Like I've been sourcing vendors, and they'll tell you they can do something and they don't do it. The time delays and this, and it puts you in a bad spot where oh, I got this for sale, or we'll have it for you next week, and you don't see it for a month or two, and it's just I just don't want to do that part anymore. You know what I mean? Because we want to keep the business as a reliable, respectable business, but when you rely on outside sources, and you only can go by what people tell you, so if they say, hey, we got 100 of these and we're shipping them out to you, you tell, you put on your website, coming soon might be 6 months.
Yeah.
So, but other than that is great. We do a lot of selling of just in general headers. We're doing Cowdy swap packages right now we're working on. So if you're doing a Cowdy swap, it'll come with the headers, the motor mounts, the K member, the drive shaft, the complete, where you only have to do a fuel management system.
Okay.
But you'll be able to have everything for a swap. So you don't have to source it from this place. You don't need the front accessory drive from this place. You don't have to do that. So we're doing that currently.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you guys
did all the footwork for them?
Correct. That's the main thing, because
yeah,
when I see people doing Cowdy swaps or listening to them, it's like they're sourcing so many parts from so many places. Why can't I just go to one place and buy the headers, the front drive, whatever year your car, you should be able to get a full package and sell it, and then when you get it, all you have to do is manage your fuel system.
Exactly.
So, that's where we're headed,
Okay. That's good, man.
Yeah.
So are you able to take us to your garage and show us your car a little bit?
My garage is a hot mess.
That's because you're working in it, man. It's all good. It's up to you.
Yeah, it's cool.
Put them on big screen, would you?
I will, as soon as it gets out there.
And then after this, I got to go, bro. Chinese place is calling my name. They close it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the new setup.
Damn.
Look at that. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. So
would you look at it, right?
So I do all the we do the custom I do that. I have a laser engraver and all that. So I can do anything on any part of the car. The only thing I'm working now, my new fuel rails are in, but it's gonna have a blue cover right here, so you won't see any fuel lines or anything of that nature in there. Let me see.
It's so clean, man.
Yeah, it has a big 78-75 turbo.
Okay.
So I did the custom Holly high ram setup on it. Nobody has one on a 4.6.
I haven't seen it. That's good.
So I'll do a sneak peek on the interior. I can't let y'all have all my stuff. I still got it. So it's got the Ken Digger door handles.
So were those hard to install?
Hell yeah. So
isn't everything?
Yeah, so we're just putting everything back together. So that's the dash.
That dash is sick, man. I love it.
And then all the blue seats, the blue interior.
Show that screen again. The screen you were talking of. Post a shot of the screen.
the dash.
Yeah, that looks just like.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of hard to see, I guess, because it's not a bunch of light, but it is 21.6.
Right.
It's 21.6 inches long. It splits right here in the middle, so it's a screen there, but it's under one glass.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, so
raising the bar, baby.
Man, who you telling, man? I gotta keep the fellas off of me, man.
No doubt, man. You definitely raising the bar in the whole game, man. Much appreciated.
Yeah. So that's been one of the challenges.
Still, not closing. Good, baby. He's still not disclosed everything. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I gotta keep.
He's got to keep some secrets, right?
Yes,
right.
Yeah. So definitely, but yeah, man, it's been a pleasure. Building it has been a pleasure. Getting to know people. I don't get out as often as most people do with their cars. Like I don't take it out. I just drive it most of the time, but I don't do a lot of car shows. I do the big shows, but a lot of times I'm just out driving. It's got nicks and scratches on it. I touch it up and take it, wherever I need to take it. I don't keep mine in the garage.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I know. Like we have a couple of guests that popped on here. So
what's up, Matt?
Got Matt.
Okay, listen, guys, I gotta go.
All right, Rick.
And
take
Greg,
care, bro.
I really appreciate you sharing everything with us, man. It's nice to actually talk to you.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. Same here.
So the people don't know, you're mostly on Instagram, correct?
Correct. Yes, under CoupeFrostBite on Instagram and TikTok. A lot of times I say I was going to create a YouTube channel, but I just don't have the wherewithal of just holding the camera.
I just subbed to you.
Yeah, you're going to get knocked off Instagram now.
Oh, man.
I'm going to run up to Chinese store and get food for the clothes, but I'll be back, in the comments or whatever. So.
Okay.
All right, Rick.
All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Matt can take over and Bama can take over.
Oh, shut up.
He has better personalities than I do.
Go get your feng shui.
I'll be back. Don't threaten me.
All right, bro.
Don't threaten me. Thanks again, Greg.
All right, no problem, man. It was a pleasure meeting you, man.
Pleasure, you too. My pleasure, I mean to say.
We got you. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful setup you got there, Greg. I was gonna hop up and say it before you showed it, but because I went and checked it out.
Oh yeah,
clean, man, it's clean.
Yeah, what made me fall in love with I watched Ken Diggett, and he's always said when you open the engine, it should be a jewelry box.
Yeah,
that's one thing I've always. And the first guy who made me, or I followed behind engine bay wise, was B Notch. B Notch has a beautiful engine bay, and I was like, man, if I can get my engine as clean as his, I'll be happy. So I missed the beginning part of the stream. Who did the engine bay work and stuff on that? I do everything on my own cars. Oh, nice, man. Yeah. Really good work. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. So it turns out like I'm the guy who I'm the minimalist guy. Like I have everything, but it's hidden, right? Yeah. So I take where people probably take 10 or 15 hours to do something. I take 10 or 15 hours to hide the wires. Like my car has AC, everything, but you don't see anything on the firewall. You don't see any coil wires. I'm hiding the wires. I'm making custom brackets to cover all the fuel lines. That's crazy. Anything, yeah. It's just a lot of hours in there, man. A lot of hours. Oh, well, yeah, you can tell. Yeah. That's for sure.
And so, do you have like your own paint booth and whatnot, or?
I do. So we have a full shop that we do pretty much everything in the shop. So the business is not Foxbodies so my business is mainly I take care of my big clients, the customers, and Foxbodies fall in the middle somewhere. So right now I think I have 3 Foxbodies at the shop getting an assortment of things. One is getting a 5,000 watt stereo with 10 speakers, a convertible top. We're doing some paint work on it. Then we have another one. We're doing a full 4-lug disc brake conversion on it. So that's front and back, but he wants to keep the 4 lugs because he has the rims. And then we have another one that we have doing, putting a 306 in it right now, taking out the original 302. We just put AFR heads on it, F cam in it, roller rockers, changing the clutch. So stuff like that. We work on, I have a Corvette in the shop, a 2021 we're doing.
Okay.
Exhaust on that, cat back system on that. But mainly, yeah, I try to handle most of the cars outside of the business. So, but I do think I'm gonna take a break from the business eventually, from that side of the customer standpoint, and probably just focus on maybe small shop of just Foxbodies. Well, Mustangs. I shouldn't say just Foxbodies. So
yeah, the Mustangs in general.
Correct. So it gives me more time right now. I mean, I think we probably have so many, 20 cars at the shop right now that we're trying to get in and out, painted, window motors and all that for the company that we have to have, turnaround times got to be quick. So by the time you get finished doing the day, you don't want to be at the shop for another 5 hours working on your own car.
Yeah.
So I just bring it home and do what I need to do at the house. So,
okay.
Yeah.
How many employees do you have? Is it a huge business or is it?
Man, before COVID, we had 6 shops, and now we're just down to, we have our main one, but we do a lot of work on there. So I just keep the company, out of it, but we work at their facilities. So it's a little bit easier. Yeah. So before COVID, man, we had 2 in Florida, Orlando, Tampa, 4 here in the Georgia area.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we were swinging it, but it comes with a price. It comes with a price of being away from home, being away from family, being away, not having time, So when your business scales down, sometimes you think about it as, oh man, I'm not making, or things are going a different way. Sometimes you need that. Things happen for a reason,
That it does. Your family's calling you, right? So
correct. Married 25 years. We've been together probably 27, 28,
And that's a huge milestone nowadays, So
man, that's an understatement.
Stop it.
So yeah, that's an understatement. So sometime now I'm home in a timely manner. You know what I mean? Things are different. My 14-year-old's playing basketball, running track. So main focus is make sure he has everything, or the kids that, all the kids are back home now. So it's all of us are here in the house.
Yeah. Well, it's all about family first, right? So
correct. You don't learn that. You learn it sometime as you're forced to learn it, right? So sometimes, I tell people you can make this amount, but you lose this over here, right?
Yeah. There's always a sacrifice.
Yeah. So it's hard to find that balance, right? But I think at this point in my life, I've found it, you know what I mean? Where you just got to make time for family, right? Exactly. You make time for work, you make time for racing, we make time for car shows, but sometimes the little moments of just being home, you don't have to be doing everything, but being home matters.
Yeah. You just have to turn off the social media and don't take no phone calls and just sit down and focus on your family,
So Mr. Is it Sublime?
Yeah. Name's Matt.
What car you have? The GT500?
Oh yeah. I also just picked up a Camaro that all my friends like to make fun of me for, especially that jackass with that fox below you.
So don't you? Hopefully I'm not seeing. Do you have another car also, a GT500?
Just the one you see in the picture there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking there's a guy who's always at a car show and he's always saying, would you take this car over that car? And he has a GT500, but I can't think of his name. I
don't know.
Yeah. When you start talking about somebody, it could be right here, and then as soon as you mention it, and it's like
all the time now.
Yeah.
So
I think it's the age.
Yes, it's got to be the age, right? Yeah. I get it. I'm there with you.
World.
Yeah, I know. Bama. So where are you from?
Bama.
Alabama. Well, I was born in Pensacola, Florida, but I've been in Alabama since I was 5 or 6.
Okay. And that's your Fox? Is that what year is that?
Well, that's the Fox before the tornado, but yeah.
That's the Tornado Fox.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one that was destroyed in the tornado.
Oh man. Totaled, huh?
It's sitting right here beside me.
That thing was destroyed. So.
No kidding.
Wait, you got it in the shop there, Bama? Show it.
Yeah, it's right here.
Show it, dude.
All right, hold on, Bob.
Hey, don't make me come over
there. Hey, That's just friendship.
That's a long time over there from where you at. So
I'm sending a can of whoop ass via drone.
Yeah,
I would.
that's what.
I would be
That's what's
sick.
left of it.
oh yeah, man.
How long did you have the car before it happened?
Probably 8 to 10 years, I think.
Dang. Are you rebuilding? Yeah. You doing another car now, or to replace that one, or now?
Yeah, I got two. They're on the Avatar right now. I got 2 cars. I got
you. Okay.
Those 2 cars are at my son's house.
Gotcha. Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Both of them are one's a hatch, one's a coupe.
Okay. I love that GT500, by the way, man.
Oh, thanks.
One of these days when I grow up, I'm gonna get me one.
It's dirty as heck. I haven't done anything with it since I got back from the Woodward Dream Cruise. So I took the Camaro tried to go take it to a car show today, but it wasn't happening.
Yeah, I want to do the Dream Cruise. My bucket list is the what is that? Holly, what's that? Where they go from city to city or state to state? The
Power Tour.
Man, that's my dream.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Did you hear what happened on the last one?
No.
A whole bunch of cars were getting stolen when they were staying at the hotels.
Man.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yep.
That's crazy. You know, I have which is crazy. I have 4 GPS trackers in my car.
Wow.
Yeah, I have one on the engine. Yeah, one on the engine and a few hidden in a few places. I was like, if you get it, you better be working right away.
Or I better be on a cargo container that's leaving right away.
Yeah, yeah, they better get it closed up. So, yeah, it's hard to, I don't know. That's the hardest part about when I went to Detroit. I left here to go to Detroit. I think it's about an 8-hour trip. I just went to the car show and turned around and came back. There's no way I was staying. No insult. I
don't blame you.
There's so many spaces in between. Even you're leaving your trailer and car outside anywhere between here and Detroit and back. It was just nerve wracking. And I just felt like, hey, I'm gonna go as far as my mind gonna take me. A buddy of mine, Damon, rode with me, and we just came back home, man. I just put it up, and I was like, man, something happened to it. I'd rather be here.
What insurance do you have for that car? Haggerty?
I have Haggerty's, yeah. So okay. I just put it up to a good amount just to try to cover, if something happened. But
yeah.
Look at Barbecue said that Detroit's not bad. Definitely wasn't a reflection of Detroit. It was just a reflection of in between, Detroit and back to Atlanta. Just stopping at any location and leaving your car and trying to get some sleep was, is nerve wracking.
Oh yeah.
Even when I went to Tennessee, even to Charlotte, I just went there and came back same day. So just
you're doing some driving.
Were you at Motor City Fox Fest? Did I see that on one of your shorts?
That was in 2023.
Oh, okay.
We went, yeah. So my intentions was to go back again this year, but I was, work got in the way. So I'm trying to get to Foxtoberfest if I could. But definitely Pitts is going to be on my menu.
Okay. And Pitts is usually in like the springtime or something like that, right?
Yeah, I really want to go to that one, but I can't. That's when my work fires up from the seasonal.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's about it. I think I hadn't been working on it for a few years. It's just been sitting since 23. And, just doing a little here and there. And then every time I start doing something, I do something different. And then it sets me back for a little bit. So like when I added the screen, then I had to add everything that went with it to go to the stereo and then the Wi-Fi system that I had to install in the car. So it has Wi-Fi built in the car now. It's a push to start in the car now. It has electric parking brakes on it now. So as soon as I do something I'll do something else and it'll hold me back for a little bit. So
Stop it.
I just went to the dual pumps in the tank. I was running the single 450. Now I run 2 450s. And I moved my line from a 8 AN to a 10 AN just for E85 purpose.
Oh yeah. You want as much flow as possible.
Yeah. So then I went to the 1200cc injectors. I went to a 103 Holly high ram front.
What injectors did you use?
IDs.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have to wait on a while to get those things. I was going to use something else, but I was just told the ID injectors are the best. So I waited until I got up the cash.
That's what I heard.
It's a one-shot deal.
I had them on my Roush.
Oh, yeah. Everybody talks. I haven't heard anything bad about them at all. So
Greg, you're in Georgia?
Yep. We're in right next. We're not that far from Alabama, maybe 30 miles from the Bama line.
Oh, yeah. I'm down here in the very southeast corner.
Oh, you
at
way
the state line, Georgia and Florida.
Okay, yeah. I went down there to the Bama Shore type thing down there? Like I went to an Alabama, Florida line. There was a beach in that area. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the Bama, it's Bama, Florida line is what it is.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. We had a good time down there.
Okay. And so what made you switch to that big dash like that?
Oh man, I did see I went to the Ford dealer. I was picking up some parts, and this guy had his 20. It was I think this guy was picking up his 2026. Damn, I can't think of it. 650, but it wasn't the regular. It was something special that Ford they were with. And,
Dark Horse?
It might have been the Dark Horse, and they turned it on, and I saw that dash, and I was like, man, there's got to be a way to put that dash in a car.
Oh no!
So I did some research, and I found the company, and you just give them the specs, and they'll make you whatever you're looking for. And I sent it out to a company, and they made it the height I needed, the length I wanted it, and it is almost identical to the Dark Horse, but it just doesn't have the slight little bend, which with a Fox you don't need it anyway.
No.
So, once I did that, I had to put in the Wi-Fi. So if I'm away, like if the car's at the car show, I can put the YouTube video on or whatever on one side and the other side. So it's pretty much the same. Just to modernize the car, like the parking brakes, the big brakes, just the comfort of 2025 technology in a 1990.
Yeah.
So,
What's funny about you're talking about, they have to make a dash for this, because on my 17 Roush that I had, when the 18 Mustang came out and I saw that digital dash, I'm like, I know that's going to be an option for the Gen 2 the 15 to 17 Mustangs, and sure as heck, it came along and I had that put in the Roush. That was so much better. Yeah,
definitely. Because I was going to buy the 12-inch dash. I think we talked about it earlier. OG is that it was 20-something $100 for the dash. I'm under with the Bluetooth connector. I'm under $500 with my dash.
No shit.
Yeah.
It looks like it costs way more than that.
I
know. You do that.
Yeah, it's just sourcing. Finding out the people that you can source through, because some of the places that I was dealing with, they make components for some of the companies that we're buying for. So it was just a matter of getting to the right place to get, the technology. They can't put their name on it, but you can get it.
Right.
Almost a small case of not what you know, but who you know.
Correct. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly.
It's like building a A9L. If you can find the components in Arizona somewhere and rebuild it, and it's 8 cents, there you go.
Yeah.
So did you do all of your interior yourself?
I've done that for my car one time.
Yeah, I do. So my interior, let me tell you the craziest part. I normally keep my business to myself, right?
It's just elaborate. That's why I asked.
So let me tell you, I called Braun at the time, and I was going to get a set of seats, and it was running real late to my car show time. So I went to eBay. I found a set of $299 seats, and I did the dye on them, changed the colors, and they've been in the car ever since. So when a lot of times people, oh man, no offense to them, like I have Recaros and I have these, and they spend $2,000 overseas in Malaysia or $1,500 or whatever they spend.
Oh yeah,
my seats are $300. So,
how'd you put the dye on? Was it like sprayed on, brushed on? How was that done?
So my company, I have another company we're starting now. It's called Colorways, and I sell dye. I match or any color that you're looking for. So if you send me a sample or you say, hey, I like the new color in this car, I can match it for you. And it's just, I sell you the whole kit. It comes with the cleaners, it comes with the primer, it comes with the dye, and it comes with a top coat.
Oh,
No
okay.
shit.
Yeah, and it's guaranteed. Like I can take anything alcohol or whatever and wipe the interior, and nothing happens to it. Is it as good as factory?
Wow.
So could you take a gray seat and make it black?
I could take a gray leather vinyl, make it black, blue, red, whatever color you want.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. So my interior is mainly stock except the back seat and the front seat. The back seat. So when I ordered the seats from eBay, I had a stock back seat. I took it to a local upholsterer and I had him match the material and the stitching. And when I dyed them, that's when you couldn't tell if it was a set or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's very interesting.
Yeah. So a lot of times, like I said, if you know what you're doing and where you can get it, the cost is keep it down. Like I think my interior color is out of a what is that? Aston Martin. It's a DB, whatever the newest Aston Martin. It has that color in it. And once I found out the color, I just matched it, and that's what it. I can up close. Even the pictures don't do it justice. Up close, the depth and the beauty of the blue is incredible.
Wow.
It looked like maybe a $10,000-$20,000 interior when it's really just probably a $600 interior.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So that's mainly what it was. It was just it looked like it's a lot of money in the car. It is, and don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying I find ways to save a lot of money.
Nothing wrong with that.
Don't we all?
We try.
We're like we got Mr. Mach 1 with us now.
What up, Gary?
What's up, Gary?
What's up, Gary?
What's going on?
Did you see that car, Gary? His car and the interior and stuff?
Yeah, I was out in the barn working, and I was watching.
Okay, I knew you were working. That's why I didn't know if you saw it or not.
Well, that's why I said it's as pretty as Rick. It's almost as pretty as Rick.
Yeah. So my main focus on the car was just keep it minimal. Like I didn't want too many colors. I just wanted blue and white mainly. So that's my focus was just to minimalize everything, whether it was the color, like the car is just white. I didn't want any stripes or anything. I just wanted a white car. I wanted the brakes to match the interior. So now my brakes match the interior. I had the amps made in the box in the back, and the amps are now the same color as the interior. So
I was gonna say the side skirts and the lower front splitter, those look custom.
They're not. There's a shoot, I can't think of his name.
I've never seen either one of those on a Fox.
Yeah. So what I did with the front, I have a new front. That's one secret I was going to keep, but I have a new front.
I think right now you got 2 more new friends or 3 more.
and then the side skirts. There's a guy. What's the guy? His place caught on fire about a year ago. It's not Makers, but it's
Carter's Customs.
Carter's Custom. Those are the Carter Custom side skirts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you could reach, if you're interested, reach out to him. And I met him at a car show. Great guy, him and his dad, and he gave me a good deal on him, so I put him on. And it's probably one of the best things I put on the car.
Yeah, that look good.
Yeah, it's different. It makes it stand out, and a lot of people leave them black. So I noticed that I might be the only one that painted them body color, and it just flows right in.
It does. So what's been the best mod you've done so far?
I don't think there's one, man. There's nothing not on the car. I would say the most that I get the most attention on is probably the door handles and then the brakes. Because when you see the brakes, I mean, most cars, they're big. So when you see brakes, they look normal. But when you see a Foxbody with 15-inch rotors on the front, you go, why do you need brakes that big? You know what I mean?
Oh,
but
yeah.
now I have 15 inch on the back. So, those are some of the models.
Wow.
It's mainly show. You know, it's
stopping.
stopping.
That's some stopping power too. So
yeah, but mainly is a lot of it is just the innovative part. Like I fabricated all my brackets for it. And most of the stuff like the fenders, if you look inside my fenders, I don't know if you can see it on some of the the YouTube or the Instagram is I don't have any fender bolts on my fenders, right? So I cut all the fenders, smooth them out, the inner part of it where they bolt to the body, to the frame. And then what I did was I made brackets underneath, so it bolts to the car underneath. So you have to take the liner out. So it's a lot of work, but it's like, what can I do to change without making it look gaudy? You know what I mean? So not having bolts in there was my big to do for me.
No doubt.
Yeah. So.
Or someone, Barbecue Mike's asking, what is your goal with your Mustang? What is the goal? The end goal, I should say.
I don't know if you can really call it an end goal because it never ends, right? When you think you're at that point, you're doing something else.
Or
right?
thinking about doing something else.
Yeah. So if something comes up where it's a bigger this or a fancier that or this, like, one day I was in the garage and I had went to AutoZone and I purchased all the you see the bolt box and they're like a gold looking, and I put them on the engine, and once I put the engine in, I was like, and I don't like that. And then I take them all out and then I go buy all black bolts and put in there. And I was like, did I need it to do that? Like, those are the things that it never ends. I have a 13-inch brake on the back right now. So I had 15s on the front and 13s on the back. Why did I need to put a 15 on the back? Because nobody's yeah. So there's a lot of time. There's no end goal. There's a lot of stupidity in my spending sometimes that I think like, why did you buy that? Why did you do that? Why did you change that? But it's easier for me probably because I do most of my mechanic work or my own fabrication, my own paint work. I powder coat. So I have a laser engraving machine. So we do laser engraving. So if you have like valve covers and you want your name on them, we can do that. Stuff like that. So when you have access to it, that's what makes it a little bit easier.
That's awesome.
Okay.
The funny thing about it, you go to a car show and you see different things on these cars. You're like, you know what? That's a good idea.
You're right.
Go back home and now you're all starting all over again.
Right. And that's the problem with every year you're going to get something new, something innovative that you had. Like me, I have electric parking brakes on the back of a Foxbody. Like who would think of that? So I don't have the parking brake handle in the middle anymore. So I wanted to clean up the console. So the only way to get rid of that, I had to put electric parking brakes on it. So I fabricated a bracket for that, put electric motor in the front, and you just hit the button and they lock the brakes. And I did it for security reasons too. So nobody won't be able to bust your window, push the handle down and roll your car off. Right. Yeah. So you got to be able to release the parking brake,
Right.
Well, I got a personal question, if you don't mind. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. So what do you do for a living besides the Foxbody stuff?
Oh man. So my wife and I, we own a company. We do a lot of work for some one of the largest used car dealers in the world. So we do a lot of their vehicles on painting, maintenance. So, that's been our major stay at it. I worked at a solar company for 15 years before that, so that's probably the most what we do.
And what part of the world do you live in?
I'm in Atlanta, right outside of Atlanta, Douglasville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I like to keep it simple, not too much. A lot of times when somebody sitting there waiting on wanting a grill cover. So I do a lot of fabricating, and I try to. I just bought a plasma cutter, a newer one. I do MIG, TIG welding. So anytime I want to do something, I'll just fabricate something. And that's how a lot of times things I have that nobody else will have is because I do my own, and I probably mess up more than I make. So
that's part of any type of machining. So.
I know, man. But sometimes you need to quit. Say that again.
I said that's part of learning when you make a mistake.
I know, but sometimes you get to a point you're making a mistake for no reason because everything is running fine. You just want something to do something.
Well, I heard you talking about Detroit earlier. I am in Detroit.
Okay.
Detroit has changed quite a bit. It's gotten better.
Yeah.
But
I think a lot of places are. So Foxbody D is one of the guys that's up there. When I went, he was say, hey man, you can leave your car in my house or whatever. It was just when you just put something together, it was just any state that or anywhere I normally take it. If I can't see it, I don't leave it. You know what I mean? That's just
And I was getting ready to say, I wouldn't leave my car out all night.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's getting better. I still wouldn't leave my car out all night.
Yeah. So it's the same way. It's like Atlanta, anywhere else. It's just when you're comfortable somewhere, it's a little bit different. But when you go so far away, you know what I mean, and you gotta leave the car and your truck and your trailer somewhere, it's a difficult. I see guys that just park their car and go in the hotel and hope it's there in the morning.
I was just going to ask you, if you stay at a hotel, do you have it so that you are able to view your car out your bedroom window, out the room window?
I have never left my car yet.
Outside the hotel?
Yeah. Listen, if I go somewhere, it's good. We're going and coming back like this. I just can't do it right now. I get it. I did it the first couple years of mine. Yeah. I get it. So any other car, any other car that I'm driving besides that particular one, I could leave, and it's not like you feel like you're losing something. But when you put all your time and you think about the money that you'll never get back, you don't want to take that chance.
Oh yeah. Well, OG, you can talk to Greg about bringing this car down here in December.
And where?
It's a short drive for him.
Alabama down.
Yeah, I can go to Alabama. I'm definitely open for Alabama.
Are you talking about Brutals get together, Bama?
Yeah, Brutals get together.
Brutal thing.
Listen, isn't that called? What is it called?
This is like the first year for it. So
Ship to Die.
Oh, I haven't heard about that one. So which one is the? Oh, Foxcast has the other one.
Yeah, that's Foxcast.
Yeah, we went to the Foxcast event up in Tennessee.
That's Ford Takeover.
Bro, I thought I was gonna die. The heat was unbearable.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I love the show, but I said I would never go back if it stays in that. I don't know what month it was, but I was like, I can't do this.
Well, Greg, you ever know what Dothan, Alabama is?
I do.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. When is it?
December 4th and 5th.
Yeah, I'm open to that.
Yeah, I think I might fly down there actually just to check it out. So
okay, yeah, my whole new setup should be. I was hoping to have everything by Foxtoberfest, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, if you can make it, it's not that far from you.
Yeah, I definitely will.
At 3.5 hours, I believe.
Yeah, I definitely will make it to that show for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So
maybe I can meet you in person there.
Of course, and maybe you could do a review on the car, or just go, do a video on the car. I'm fine with that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool. I just got a few button ups to do, a few testing parts to do, and I think we'll be good to go probably right before Foxtoberfest. I'm not making it mandatory that I make it. This is one of so since I'm close enough, and I know that it could be another year, but then with all these new cars coming out, these new builds, even next year probably I have to do something just to keep up.
Right.
Yeah.
Greg, how long have you had your car?
I bought it in 2022, finished it in 2023.
Wow.
And that was it. It was a 9-month build, a 9-month grind.
All interior, engine bay, everything?
Everything was 9 months.
Wow, dude, that's a damn good turnaround. Holy shit.
A lot of work on that car, man. You must work from home.
That's some serious grinding.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see somebody's
I've been working on my car for 15 years and I'm still not done.
Listen,
Greg, I got a shop big enough. You don't leave it here for overnight, I can watch it.
Okay, I'll leave it with you and leave the key. I know it's in good hands. But yeah, so it was a crash from when I came home from from the first Foxtoberfest. When I came home from Mustang Week, I started searching, found a car, before I started to build, I kind of had an idea where I wanted to go, but I didn't start right away. And then once I started, from start to the first car show was 9 months.
I honestly got to say that if you take your car over to Bama's, the car will be safe. It's what you got to worry about is what he's going to do in the back seat.
Oh Lord.
Oh
I'm gonna do
no.
a backseat. I'm gonna do a backseat delete before I take it over there.
Yeah, Gary, I got no neighbors, dude.
I know you ain't got no neighbors, but that ain't gonna stop you.
Yeah, man. So you know, it's just been a pleasure to do it. It's been a pleasure to meet the people that's in the industry, the guys that have Fox bodies that are in the top group, and just the regulars. Sometimes it's better to talk, not better. I shouldn't say it like that. It's more informative and more pleasant to talk to the guy who's just starting out because he wants to pick your brain on
Everything and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know, if you've done everything, what's the best way to, if you're coming up, is to ask the guy. But sometimes it's a bad thing because the guy who has done everything, they don't give you this is where I kind of start. You know, they'll tell you, hey, go get set AFR heads and they're $3,000. Well, what about just getting the set of good GT40 heads or be your first mod, or, you know, go do a Cobra swap on your brakes. Like, you don't have to have Will Woods or whatever. You don't have to have that. So I like talking to the guys because I just want to give them the information that I had when I was growing up, or what my flaws or faults was that could get them in the right direction without spending money on top of money, but it's a good modification.
And I gotta honestly say that when you deal with people like, say, the group we got right here, you're not gonna find better people. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell.
These car guys and stuff like that, I'm telling you, they'll work with you.
Yeah.
But Mopar people are different.
Yeah. I have a buddy that has his uncle granted him I don't think it's a green car with the black on the fenders, and I think it has 340. What did he call it?
Super B or 440?
I think it's a 440. That's 340 or 440 on the quarters.
Oh no, you're probably talking about the Cudas.
Okay, maybe it is a Cuda.
I think it's a Cuda.
And his uncle was real sick about 3 or 4 years ago. And this guy was a great guy. He's still a good guy. I just talk shit because he owns a Cuda now. And once he got the car, he's a different guy. I was like, man, you should take that car back, because the old guy was pretty cool. But this new guy with this Cuda he's a Cuda for real right now. You know? But maybe I don't bash. I own Dodge, so I'm not brand loyal. I'm the guy who has I had a Corvette in the driveway, a Viper in the driveway, a Mustang in the driveway, or a Chevy, a GMC truck. Like, I'm not brand loyal.
I heard what you said about Vipers earlier. Right, they are death wishes.
I'm with you, and I'm a car guy all the way. You know what I'm saying? I love different cars, different people, and I go day to day. But for some reason, these Mustangs and they has been stuck in my butt my whole life.
Yeah, I think you're always trying to conquer something with these Mustangs because they never get right. So you got to keep working on them to get them right. You know what I mean? So
I
never get right.
I think Greg needs to get in some of our live streams on the weekend.
Man, I'm open for it, man. I'm always around.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, you got two of them right there.
Okay, I'm
You
in.
you got Gary's and you got Matt's live streams. So
Well, you can give them exchange numbers and emails, and whenever you guys want, I'm in.
Yeah, you got Funky Stangs.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Man, we definitely got to do something because man, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's
Bob, cut the camera off.
See, we're all wanting to grow up and be like Sublime.
That's living a good life right there.
Yeah. Even though I'm older, I'm
Camaro.
old enough to get that stuff.
How many people got a GT500 and a Z28 in their garage?
It's a Camaro SS, not a Z.
I know. Hey, I know.
Well, wait a minute now, Gary. What you got? Gary,
what do you have, Gary?
I don't own nothing.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
My wife, the two things is that my wife has my testicles in her purse and my money. So what?
Okay, Gary, go in there and get your
What wife
testicles
doesn't?
and tell Greg what you have. Come on.
Greg, I got to tell you.
Yep.
I got a 1970 Mach 1 Mustang. Hence the name. I've had that car since I was 12 years old.
No kidding.
My dad gave it to me. He wanted to make sure I had my first car because he was going to get a surgery and he wanted to make sure I had my first car if something happened to him.
Okay.
And I still got the car and my dad.
Okay, good. Now, what's the other cars you have?
I got I got an 80 box top Fairmont that I've been building for about 13 years.
Okay.
It's got a 414 in it. The 3-fuel Windsor board's torqued out to a 414.
Okay.
I got all Team Z suspension, everything on the car, but I don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, time is valuable now as we get older.
I got a 21 Mach 1, and my wife has a 18 GT350.
I don't know who made you confess up, but they sure put pressure on you.
Yeah, I did.
It took a minute to make you break that barrier.
The thing about it is, though, Greg, when it comes right down to it, Bama just likes messing with me.
Okay. Well, he has your number right now. I can tell.
Too, so.
Well, that's just like Gary likes to mess with me too. Now, come on, Gary.
It's just payback, right?
It's payback.
That's it.
But the thing about it is that, you know, as a group of guys here, and a lot more, you know, that we have in the community, just great people, man. And they're there to help you, and you seem like one of those guys. So we appreciate you.
Oh, no problem, man. I appreciate you guys giving me a chance to talk about my hot rod, and
for sure,
you know, I don't often do any YouTube or TikTok other than my own videos. I'm just not that guy to be, you know, every channel or every time somebody reach out to me that I want to be in the space and place, because I'm not comfortable with who I'm talking to. Not that they're bad people, but it's just not my cup of tea. But when OG reached out, I was like, oh, I'm in.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. Okay, OG's the bomb. But
yeah,
this right here, Menace, the GOAT, he wanted to know one modification that brings the most value to your builds.
Ooh, man.
That's a tough question.
Well, it depends, right? So it depends on what you start. Like if we're talking a stock Mustang or a stock car, most of the time, I think value-wise, well, really in cars, you don't get that value back in reality, right? So if you put as you guys know, and you all have cars, you put 150,000 in it, you may get 70 back if you sold it, right? So there's really no value increase in them. But if you're talking about what makes you feel better, or the better option of putting something in, if you have a car, exhaust is number one. I mean, you can have a slow car, and if it sounds like it'll kill somebody, I mean, that's what everybody's looking for. You drive by, they go, "Oh man, I bet that car is fast." It could be the slowest thing on the street, but that exhaust,
man, that car sounds good, or you know what I mean? Yes.
Yeah. I had a Mustang,
then the wheels,
slow masters. It couldn't bust a grape. Like I traded in my 88 for a 93, which I should have kept, a red Fox coupe with black interior. When I tell you that thing was slow as it could be, I had put gears in it, I put exhaust on it, I put an intake on it, I put slicks on it, and drag radials on the front. That thing wouldn't bust 1380s to save his life. So, you know, but it was the best car I had. It sounded great. It was a little bit quick, you know, but you know, you don't get any value, you don't get back out of these things. The only value you get is the enjoyment of driving them.
That's right.
That's all you got, right? What's better than getting up in the morning, washing your hot rod, and going somewhere?
So this is the thing. 70, I got the receipt right here where my dad bought it. He paid $500 for it in 1978.
Dang.
But you know what? I could sell that car today and get top value out of it, but I wouldn't be able to replace it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. Because at that point, you know, the sentimental part of it, a lot of times guys go, "Oh, I wouldn't sell a car because sentimental," and the other guy, "Oh, it's just a car." It's not that. Like, you can never get back that ever, no matter what car you buy. You may have it with your kid, but you can't get what you got with your dad. You know,
exactly.
My only biggest regret was before I was really into cars. This is my largest regret in the car business. My dad had a 66 Pontiac Tempest that he purchased brand new, and it sat at his mom's house for, I probably was only 12 or 13, so I wasn't really into cars. And my dad had that car sitting. It was a 289 with the tri-power, 4-speed in the floor, the whole thing. And I go off to school, I go to college, I travel, and I come back, and I said, man, I'm gonna take my dad's car and I'm gonna fix it. And when I went, someone had sold it.
Oh,
really? That's my biggest regret. Yeah, man.
Oh, but anyhow, you said 289. You sure you didn't mean 389?
389, whatever was in the Pontiac at that time.
Man, that car now would be worth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Man, my dad bought it brand new. That was his first car. And it's
tri-power car on top of it. Oh man.
Yeah. 4-speed.
Incredible.
It was a 3-speed or 4-speed, whatever it had. He used to call it the Rock Crusher or the Muncie or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Rock Crusher.
4-speed.
That was my only regret of any car. I would give my Foxbody away to the owner of that car to get that car.
Wow.
Get out of here.
Absolutely.
I would give the car as it is for a car that I would have to do everything to. It's just meant that car would mean that much to me.
Right there's my 70 in my.
Oh, that's clean.
That's real clean.
See, I can't be in this group chat because you guys got all the cool cars. I've just got a Foxbody.
Oh shit.
Well, I guess I can't either then.
As Yogi the Bear would say, it's not your average Foxbody.
Man, yeah.
Come on, Bob. You okay?
It's been one of those cars, man. It's been a blessing, a blast to produce, a blast to meet. And just imagine, I don't meet you guys if I don't have that, right?
Yeah.
I probably get to know some people, but you know, when you find car community guys, it's different. You know,
That's right.
Anything that's going on outside of the world, when you get into the car club or group that's a show or something, you can't tell anything that's going on outside because the guy if you got a flat, he's going to give you a tire. The other guy's going to give you a jack. The other guy's going to give you some water, and that's the best group of guys you're ever going to meet.
Exactly.
And that's the truth, man. I mean, I've been driving down the road, and I've seen these guys in Fox bodies or Camaros or whatever, and I see they're broke down the side of the road. I pull over and give them a hand.
Yeah. You know, and that's what we need more. For sure.
We do.
People are too scared to do that nowadays.
Yeah, true. But you know, it's a chance of anything you take, as you know. But if you show kindness to the next guy, hopefully he passes it on to the next guy. Yep. But in the car industry, that's just normal, right? Just
you know, that's why I gotta be nice to Sublime because nobody else is nice to
him.
Listen,
well, Greg, the thing is, when what happened to me, I just joined this car group, if you want to call it. Man, it was best thing I ever did because a lot of the guys kept me going after what happened during the storm. So
yeah,
I'm blessed.
Yeah, I can't imagine that. And having a support system has got to be the best.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. I'm enjoying getting to know so many people. Like I said, the car wasn't intended to be what it is. It just kept evolving. And I guess being a step ahead of most things that was going on because I could do the work myself. That's how I got to meet everybody. Like nobody knows me by name. They just know me by the car. Like you go, hey, you on Frostbite? I go, yeah. Oh, what's your name? I'm like, damn, how you know the car, but you don't know me? You know? But that's pretty much everybody, you know?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you've met Ken and Sean.
Yeah. We did a video too before. I haven't seen him in a while. I know he moved here, but being worked was crazy.
He lived by me.
Yeah, I can't wait to see his new setup, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice build.
Yeah. It's gonna be a beast, is what it is.
For sure. So I'm looking forward to Foxtoberfest or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to Foxtoberfest to see it up close and to see the rest of the new cars that are coming.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think about the RideTech SLA?
Oh man. It's a love-hate relationship, right? Because you put $4,000 or $5,000 in a suspension. I don't know. I guess it's around $3,000. Like, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
Like, what's the goal with it? If you're road racing or you're doing something different, like for me, it wouldn't benefit me from going to Caffeine and Octane or to a car show because my regular struts are doing just fine, you know.
Yeah.
So, but
it's hard to justify it, right? With all that money.
For me, I don't think it's. Listen, there's people who have that flow of cash that is fine, right? They say, I want that.
Don't.
Yeah, but you know, there's so many people that go, hey, I want to get that because I want to cut out my shock towers. I want to do this. I want to make it that way. But if I road race or something, it'd probably be the best suspension ever. But I don't think for me, it's just not for me.
Not just for like, you know, your average street fox, you know, so to speak.
Correct. Yeah. And that's the thing, you know, I just got regular subframes on mine. I want to go to the Stifler's ladder bar setup on there. There's a few things I want to do. I just haven't done them yet. But I didn't think it was a need for it right now. I don't race the car. you know, I enjoy getting in and just driving it. Like that's the pleasure.
Right. Okay. So if I was to send you my black valve covers, you'd be able to like put my name on them and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So right now I do mugs, I do cups, I do anything I can. So I made a mug for Billy Quicksilver. He has his car on it, his name is on it. So I'm starting to sell those. So I can do like OG Superfly on it and have a silhouette of the car on a mug, so you can, you know, be at work drinking your hot rod, you know, juice. So yeah.
Yeah.
So those are the things like we're just trying to branch off into business wise to you know, just not everything doesn't have to be a car part, right? So if I got a mug with my car on it, like Mr. Mach 1 may have his 70 on one side and the new Mach 1 on the other side, and his name and his wife's name on the mug or something like that. So, you know, we're just venturing into that territory of laser etching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Good to know.
That's awesome.
So
that's awesome.
That's about it. Yeah, just trying to make it, man. Stay afloat. Enjoy life right at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we can do, really. You know,
Yeah.
take it one moment at a time and try to enjoy it. You know.
For sure. For sure.
They say if you love what you do, it's not working.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I was telling OG. I've been doing it so long, and we do so many cars. Yeah. So my dad, probably like everybody else, dad or a family member, my dad owned a tour bus company and a trucking company and automotive center. My brother owns an automotive center now in Savannah. So I grew up in the cars and automotive and the mechanics. And now I'm getting to a point where, you know, it's like, man, I don't want to keep doing this for the rest of my life. Nothing's wrong with it, but it's just taxing on the body of up and down, lifting tires, picking up this and
laying on the ground.
Yeah. You know, you guys know when you get finished working on a car 2 or 3 hours, you go in the house, you sit down, you're fine, but getting back up is the problem.
Yeah.
And that's where it's starting to hurt. Now I'm realizing like, this might be a different feel I need to be in right now.
Well, I got to say, Greg, you and I got a lot in common because we used to have 2 junkyards.
2.
Yeah, we owned Lee's Auto Parts and George's Auto Parts. I sold Lee's September of 2023.
Okay.
I sold George's I think in 92. We had a couple car lots, you know, used car lots. And my dad's been in the bump business. So I mean, yeah, when it comes to that stuff, I grew up in it like you have. And man, I'm telling you what, I'm glad I'm out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That just happened to me recently in the last year or so, where I was sitting down with my wife and I was telling her, I was like, man, I'm not long for this. I don't want to finish up, you know, another 2 or 3 years doing what I'm doing. I enjoy it, but it's just not worth it to me body wise. You know what I mean? You just get to the point of, even if you have cars on the lift, you got to pick the brakes up off the ground. You got to get the rotors and they weigh 20 pounds. And then
I get it. And
them
that
brakes,
was the thing.
them 15-minute brakes at 30, you know?
When you're in business for yourself, you got to make yourself your own retirement and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not going to say I didn't do good in the junk business, but I do better now.
Yeah.
You know
I think now it's more of the knowledge of what we do, right? The experience and knowing where to make it better.
Right.
A lot of times I would take jobs that wasn't worth it. And that was a problem too. Like you try to cut a buddy a slack, and then that's the job that eats you alive. Eat your Wheaties. Like, hey, you know, that job should be $3,000-$4,000. Hey, give me $600 and a keg of beer or whatever, or a case of beer. And that job wind up costing you 6 more months longer than you needed. And it just gets to a problem. And it's just, you get over that, right? And things just wear you down, and it's just part of it. And every family member wants you to work on their car, right?
That's what I'm finding out.
Yeah. Well, it's not that they don't want you to charge them. It's like, if you give them a price, it's like, oh, okay. It's like, what? I just took $1,000 off your bill. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
and it's just still want to question that. You know,
after you get out of these businesses, you find out how many friends you actually got.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. Well, I'm about to find out eventually, because I'm getting to that point. I don't want to, even if I pass it off to my son that maybe interested in it, but I I don't think I want to continue. I know I can find something else to do, and you know, we're just fortunate to be in a space where we're okay to make a transition and be okay.
That's right.
Good. But yeah, I just got tired of it. I went to factory work, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
And I moved up in the company and in the union, so I don't have all that back-breaking stuff except for my own stuff that I want to play with.
Yeah. It's you know, it's getting to a point where I don't even work on my car maybe 2 or 3 times a week because I work on so many during the week that my car should have been done, but I'll open the garage and I'll look at it and go, yeah, I'll get to it. And that never gets to it, you know?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
You know, as far as
I definitely got to get up on some of these live streams because, you know, it just seems like it's the place to be. Instead of at the club, I can be right here clubbing.
Hell yeah. That's right.
You're welcome back here anytime you want, man. So
you know, or you just got to send me that link. I'm in.
All right, you got it. Careful what you asked for.
All you got to do is subscribe to Mark Warren and Subline, Bunky 50.
I'm going to do all that. So when I click in, I don't want to hear you say we didn't invite him.
No, if it says Greg, we'll say, "Oh no, we know him."
Hey, we got video evidence.
We respect OG, so we're really calm on here.
Yeah.
Listen,
this is a filtered version.
They get wild, Greg.
OG reached out to me, and we've been communicating here and there. And what made it pleasant and easy I don't do lives, I don't do streams, I don't do anything. But when I met him, you know, he would always check on me and my wife and the kids or whatever. And there was times where we didn't even text about cars. We would just text about how's the family, how's everything going. And, you know, even if it was 2 or 3 texts, it was well received. And I appreciate him for that. So,
well, Greg, I want to tell you something, brother. That's called family.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? That's called family because, you know, that's what we end up being in here is a big family.
Yeah, for sure. And I could tell. Listen, when they're throwing blows at each other and only laughter is happening, that's nothing but love and respect.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I haven't, but I'm willing to find out how deep it goes.
Well,
Greg, be careful again what you asked for.
Greg, like I said, you know, they are very tame on here. But on their own live streams, bro, it gets buck wild, man. So
I'm in. Listen, I don't know how far I want to join. I may just be in the comments, but I'm going to see.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna enjoy it. Trust me, you'll have fun. I mean, if you're a real laid-back Christian guy, then that's one thing.
I am.
I'm a Christian, but I still like having a lot of fun.
Yeah,
of course.
Well,
listen, just because you are that, right? That doesn't take any away of your personality.
No,
right? You're a Christian and you treat me the way you do.
Yeah.
You need to reevaluate that.
Yeah, but I need to reevaluate a lot of stuff. Apparently,
here's Officer Stang.
Bob, you'll be okay tomorrow. You'll be okay.
What's up, Steve?
Hey, Steve.
Man.
Officer Stangs.
That's fine.
But you know, speaking of getting old and feeling old, right? I got a video coming out where I was working on my Ford Excursion, and it's got the V10 in it, right? And so I was changing out the coil packs, and so I'm way in the back of the motor back there, you know, and those rear coil packs are really difficult to reach, you know, and so I'm leaning over in there, and my daughter is filming. And bro, I've been out there all day. I did the brakes on it. I done all this stuff. I'm tired. It's 90 degrees out here. Man, you know how like your hands get tired and fatigued, so they kind of give out. So I dropped the wrench down behind the motor and I just lost it. I'm cussing up a storm. I'm like, that's just it. I'm done with this BS. Oh, dude, I was just going ballistic. And she got it all on film, you know, and I'm like, well, you got to edit some of that out, you know. And she's,
you can't.
Right? Oh no, she had to take it right in to show mom, didn't she?
Oh yeah. Well, you know, mom heard me in the house, I'm sure. So
listen, anybody who's been working on cars, and you, no matter what you are religious wise, you've been cussing. I don't care. You done some knuckles or a wrench slip and you done hit a hand, it's cussing going on. I don't care how you do it.
But you know, the thing of it is that, you know, that was Thursday and I'm still sore.
Yeah.
You know, my whole body hurts.
That's that age, bro.
Yeah. And I was telling my wife, I was like, you know what? This is starting to kind of scare me. It kind of feels like my body is starting to like degrade on me, you know, and
it's not degrading, it's talking to you, right?
Yeah.
But when you're younger, you can conquer anything. It's mental, right? When you're younger, you're like, man, I just hurt my hand, but I can still pick up that transmission. When you get older, you go, I hurt my hand and I'm not picking up that transmission, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. So, yeah.
But definitely,
I know.
Everything's cool, man. It's going to be all right.
You got
great. It's starting to worry me, you know. I was like, oh, dude.
You'll be fine.
You got Bama up in the right-hand corner over there. And he's the oldest one here, so.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I'm 51. I'm 59.
Oh, you're young.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I feel good now.
Bama. How old are you, Bama?
Well, magically his mic is muted.
I'll be 61.
You probably say he's 21 forever. So.
Hey,
he's 21 times 3.
His license plate's probably forever 21.
Oh Lord. Like that store, Forever 21.
Right, for sure. But yeah, man. So
yeah, I think Bama's like 62. Yeah, because he's like a year and a half older than me.
We're about in the same range then. Yeah. That's not too bad. Walt was the only one causing the problem with his young 48, 49-year-old. So
I remember 48 and 49.
I don't remember none of it.
I can't remember yesterday. So I'm struggling with that. You know, I bought, you know, they had those, what's those pills you take for help with memory?
Prevagen.
And I forget to take them. So I got a full bottle in the cabinet. I keep saying I'm going to take them.
Wait a minute. You got the pills for memory and you forget to take them. Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. You got to get started. Like you got to have somebody young to remind you to take them so you can start remembering to take them. I probably still got a brand new bottle in the cabinet that I hadn't popped yet, but I keep saying I'm going to take them, you know?
Hey, Dale. But it's the thing, though. My wife takes those brain pills.
Yeah.
And I think she's getting too smart. I got to hide them on her.
Oh, women already that, man. When they ask you a question, they already know the answer. They're just going to see if you're going to lie to them.
That's right. Exactly.
That's why I just tell the truth.
Right.
Yeah, because I can't remember if I lied to you or not, so I have to tell you the truth.
Right. I tell the kids that. Like, I tell my youngest son, I said, if your mom asks you a question, you already know that means she knows the answer. She's just waiting for you to make a lie or tell the truth.
I never thought of it that way, but you're right.
Yeah. When they ask you that, and they ask you a question, they know the answer. There's some
Go ahead and tell the truth. Go ahead and tell the truth. Get it over with.
When you're married long enough, you know. But when you're not, you know, you have that nah, you lying.
No, yeah. As soon as you go
yeah.
Conversation's over.
Please ask me a question. I just turn around and walk out.
Oh Lord, you gonna get a hammer upside the head.
I tried that walking away stuff. They follow you, so you know you might just stay there.
Yeah.
And the bad part about it, you got to go to bed sometime.
Yeah. You're gonna deal with it one way or the other. You're gonna deal with it one way. I'd rather get it over with now. Maybe she'll calm down in the next 20 minutes. But
yeah.
Dale, we know that.
Dale. I can't remember his own name.
Hey, if you ever decide to come to the Woodward Dream Cruise, dude, let us know because we had a great time this one.
Yeah. Listen, now that I'm joining this live streams with you guys on a regular, I'll find out what you guys are up to, and then I'll join in on most of the, like, even if you have like a local Caffeine and Octane or car show, if you within a few hours, I'm willing to swing down.
Well, the Woodward Dream Cruise is kind of like it's all week, so it's kind of like really worth coming up to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That and the power tour is my list of things I want to do with the car. So
okay, nice.
That's mainly why I want to get it up to everything I want it to be, is because when I want to do the power tour, I want it to be reliable, as possible. But just enjoy the trip, AC on and the rest of the stuff,
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen when you showed your engine compartment stuff like that, man. That you done that right. That's
Man,
not.
I appreciate it.
That
And
is
I'm not
big.
even finished yet. I still have a few lines that I'm working on hiding. I just hadn't figured out where to put them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how do you work on something like that and not scratch it? I mean, it's just so perfectly white.
Bro,
you know?
That's the thing. So when I tell you that, boy, you guys got me in here relinquishing all my damn secrets, right? So the reason why I drive it all the time, right? You know where my paint comes from? I bought a $300 paint kit from Summit. My car is a single stage white. I don't have an expensive paint job. I don't have expensive seats. I don't have expensive. My wheels are my rims are $800. I don't have anything expensive on that car. No, man. I don't have
it's tastefully done. That's the thing.
I appreciate that, but I didn't put that car together on no. That's why I'm saying I was a little shocked when I figured out that it's a beautiful winning car, but I didn't build it like that because I didn't buy the things that everybody else is buying, right? I didn't buy the seats are $300. The dye that I did the interior with was, I could, even if I wholesale, it's like $300. The rims I got for $800. That, I mean, they're new, but I didn't buy no forged wheels. They're rotary forged. It was, I think I paid $1,100 shipped to the door. Like I said, it's a Summit single stage paint. If it nicks, I just touch it up and I keep driving it. I was hitting the parking lot. I went to a parking lot supermarket one day. Somebody hit it in the back. I went home, sprayed it, touched it up, and I keep driving it. It's a lot in it, but it's not. Like, I keep it. I'm not buying all that high dollar $1,000, $2,000 seats for what? I'm not proving anybody because I say I got
to be able to do it yourself too. A lot of people don't have that gift.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times, even when guys come by and they go, "Man, I looked at these seats and the seats are like $1,600," or there's a car in my shop now. I think the wheels are like $6,000, $6,500.
Woo!
Man, these guys are buying these Victory wheels. But they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong, they're gorgeous. I just don't see it, So
$6,000 for wheels, that's insane.
Oh, yeah, my car was $5,000.
Listen, I paid $2,500 for my beater, so I don't think I can afford to put. And like I said, the seats are $300, the wheels are $800, the paint job was a $300 kit from Summit. I think I paid $800. The most I spent on the interior was $800 on the back seat being made to match the front.
So could you imagine $6,000 wheels and you hit the curb with $6,000 wheels? You'd be sick.
Bro, I'm telling you, there's a lot. If you looked at, I think Victory wheels are what, $1,500 each, $2,000.
Oh, at least.
That's what I'm saying. I think it has Victory wheels or whatever, one of those wheels on it. But they're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. They're knockout. You can tell they got money. They're a well-built wheel, but my wheels are white, so I can put anything covering white. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah.
Well, did you powder coat the wheels, or did they come white like that?
Mine?
Yeah.
I purchased those wheels. They were silver, right? And I just scratched them up, threw some white paint on them, and called it a day.
Man.
I'll tell you, my build is simple. My build is kind of simple, right?
It sure don't look simple though.
My block is $250. I got a $400 AC unit that's in it that I have AC. The rest of the time is just spent hiding wires and cleaning it up, man. Just
how much those Kindig handles cost?
Oh, that might have been the most I spent. It was $600.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, the Kindig handles was the most difficult modification I had to do. I had to take the door apart probably 12 times. Wow. Because the cams behind it are meant for older cars. So I had to modify the cam numerous times. And then the crazy part, I modified it without rolling the window up. I mean, I modified it with the window up. So when I rolled it down, the window was in the damn way. So I had to modify it again the next 2 or 3 times.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And you don't have any space in there. Like it's probably 2 or 3 millimeters from the glass is the cam. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty tight.
It's tight, bro. It's tight. And that's why I say, I had a guy ask me to put Kindig in his car, and I told him no.
Yeah.
But you know what? When you watch them put those handles in, they have problems too.
Yeah, for sure. And they have a big door. I'm talking 60s and 70 cars where it have space. Just imagine taking a Foxbody door. I'm telling you, the glass is right there up on the handle.
Oh, so, I bet.
It's difficult. But it was a good option. That's probably my first modification that I knew I could step away from the other Foxbodies was with the door handles.
And you definitely did, for sure.
Yeah. So that was my first modification that I felt like, okay, this take me out of the realm. If there's 25 top cars, it put me in the top 5, you know?
Right.
So, but it wasn't intended to be that way. It just turned out to be that way. And you know, it's a ride that you enjoy that you don't know how you're going to wind up on. And I wind up in it, you know?
There it is.
Yeah. So, but you know, you get a chance to meet people like Ken and B-Notch and Billy Quicksilver and Art, ATL Mustang. Those guys, they're a pleasure to be around, man. So the car community is a good group. You find a good group and all, but there's some bad ones in everywhere too. You can find bad ones in church, you know, so ain't no different.
Yeah.
True story. True story. Well,
so yeah, but it was a pleasure to meet you guys. I'm gonna have to leave you guys, but if you got any more questions, I'm open.
Okay, so how can they contact you, Greg?
They can reach out to me at my email is greg.jones@gearsautoworks or TikTok or Instagram at CoupeFrostBite. And you know, once you know, you can give my number to the other guys, and I'm good with that. Them reaching out to call, text, or asking questions or whatever. I'm good.
Okay, I'll pass it along.
Yeah, and I'm open to like I said, I don't mind bringing the car to. I had intentions to take it to Texas to one of the car meets they were having, the 5.0 gang or something down there. I just haven't had a chance. Once I get it together, I probably will do one of their weekends.
Okay.
So I'm open to traveling, man, to hang out with a good group of guys, man.
You have a YouTube channel?
I don't. You know what? I think I was telling OG, I just don't have I can't remember to turn the camera on, or I've done half of the car and I go, damn, I should have videoed that. Or I put the whole part on and don't take it back off. And I'm like, you know, well, this is getting to be a waste of time.
Well, Greg, you're going to have to get you some sticky notes. And put them on sticky notes here in the bathroom. Take the damn brain pill.
Yeah. Actually, why it's on my mind, and listen, I have notes that I've been keeping. I put them down to go take my, you know, to start taking my damn pills and see if it'll help me out.
There you go.
Yeah.
When you get old, you start leaving yourself notes. It's a problem.
Well, the thing is, though, Greg, some of the shit you done, you should have put them on YouTube.
Yeah, I know, man. That's the thing. I went so far with it that okay, when I first did it, like I said, I didn't think it was different because I wasn't in the scene yet. You know what I mean? I wasn't in the Foxbody world, or I didn't go to a lot of car shows that was like a big car show. I went to something that was like held at a church or a lodge or something, which was cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was doing those things, I never thought about videotaping because I thought it was maybe not saying normal, but I thought everybody else might have this. And then I went to the first car show and I was telling, I think, OG, that I went to Florida. I had just fixed the car. It was an 8-month, 9-month build. The week after I went to a NMRA racetrack and they had a Foxbody show and I won best of show. And I'm like, oh shit, maybe I'm onto something.
Yeah, maybe.
Then I saw the other Foxbodies and I realized no other person was doing everybody has Scott Rod panels, but do you, like, one lady asked me, she was like, does that car even run? I was like, why do you say that? She said, there's no wires. And I said, and then I thought about it, I was like, man, that was my goal, you know, to have, and then have somebody say what you were thinking. Like, I want to make it where it looked like, I always laugh. I say I have the only Bluetooth engine in a Foxbody.
Wow.
It's just, you don't see anything. You don't see any fuel lines. You don't see any lines. You don't see anything.
Wow.
So, yeah,
that's a great accomplishment.
Yeah, it was. It took for, like, you know, when she said it at first, I didn't know if she was insulting me or not. But then I thought about it. I was like, damn, that's what I was looking for. You know, that validation of it's so clean, you know.
Hell yeah. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, Greg.
Same here, fellas. Listen, I'm gonna harass your whatever channels y'all on, your live stream. So don't block me. Don't mute my mic. Now I'm not gonna say anything crazy. Let me write all these names down because y'all might get funny with that.
All right.
Like I said, you don't have a clue, Greg.
Listen, I'm in for some hot mess. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no doubt. It's fun.
We're a hot mess.
I just subscribed to your YouTube channel, Greg, so you should get a notification through that.
Man, you're gonna make me have to start doing some work there, so I need you to unsubscribe.
I think that was number 14.
Brian, send me that.
Hey, a funny note before I go. I didn't know I had subscribers on there too recently. I was like, why are people subscribing to something like I'm not doing? Right? But it's like you, right? People want to see if I put something out. And I guess I need to start putting things out.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. So, Greg, you got me, you got.
Man, I done moved up to what, 12, 13 with you two?
No, dude, I actually got 20.
What?
Y'all ain't putting in no work on YouTube and got subscribers. That's awesome.
Listen, I'm doing it up. I feel good with 20. If I'm up that far, I'm going to do some.
What the reason I say it because it's only my friends like Gary and Sublime and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
If I get to 20, man, I'm going big time. I'm going live.
Okay, I'm in then.
I got a little channel, but I got a lot of videos.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have to start watching and following you guys. The only way I can talk trash in the live or the stream is when I get in there, I'll know what's going on.
There you go.
When you come in there, make sure you got thick skin on.
Listen, I'm from New Jersey, man. I'm used to it.
Okay.
I live in Georgia, but I grew up in Jersey, man. So, you know,
most of my stuff is on Instagram.
Okay. It's under Bama 50 and Sublime GT under Instagram too.
Sublime GT 500, yeah.
And Facebook.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
But,
you're more than welcome, dude. Like I said, it was my pleasure to meet you.
Same here, my brothers. Like I said, OG can give you my numbers and everything. And anytime, I'm always answering questions. And, you know, even when I don't subscribe, there's guys on TikTok or Instagram. They always asking me questions about the car. They ask me about the build or what parts, what would be, you know, the typical. And, you know, anything you want to reach out, or I may have some questions, you know.
Exactly. So. Yeah, well, you know, big shout out.
Answer, I'll make them up.
Oh,
right. Dangerous.
I'll give you an answer. You better go Google it or something if it's not right.
Well,
you know,
Gary always, Mr. Mach 1 always says, "Don't give me the line."
Does that mean he lying?
No, that means he ain't gonna answer you.
Oh shit! Okay, let me write that down so I don't forget.
You got a lot of notes, bro. Right now.
I know it. I got it. Listen, this is the first time I sat down. I said, "Well, let me get a pen and paper because I got to remember names and things I want to talk about."
There you go.
But yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for having me, brother. It's been a pleasure. It's the most pleasure meeting all you guys. Not knowing you guys were going to jump in, but I'm glad I stayed around.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, Greg.
We appreciate you, Greg.
What you do, man.
Same here. Same here.
And I appreciate, you know, Walt stopping by as well, you know. So
yeah. Listen, when we get somebody out there in the community that's doing well, and that even if they're just starting or been in it for a while, and we can support them, we're gonna do it.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know, we have to celebrate them. You know what I mean? So.
Of course. So yeah. So anytime, just let me know when is the next live stream. I'm in.
All right.
I'm gonna harass somebody. I don't know who it's gonna be next, but somebody's got to be.
Oh, baby, bring it.
Bring it.
Right on.
All right, you guys have a good evening, man.
All right, take care. All right, everybody. Y'all take care. I got to go to work tonight.
All right, OG. Thanks for having us up, brother.
Of course, anytime, you guys. Y'all take care.
All right, later, guys.
All right, peace.
Later. And I appreciate everybody out there who was out there and commenting and asking questions. Appreciate y'all support. And, you know, once again, shout out to Walt No for showing up and, you know, making things live. And I appreciate you too, Greg, of course, brother, you know, and Matt and all you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. Y'all take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next Saturday with another special guest. So y'all take care. Later.